What's up, you beautiful people? Here we are. What time of day it is? I don't even know. It's an afternoon game. It's still the morning. What the heck is going on? It's Black Friday. This is Nothing is Perfect. I'm Russell Holiday, and today we get a nooner in New York. We know about the nooner at the Nat if you're a Vancouverite. We've got the Vancouver Canadians that play here, which is a baseball team, and they play nooners at the Nat in the summer. But today we get a nooner in New York, Buffalo, New York to be more specific. Got the Vancouver Canucks, got the Buffalo Sabres, the expansion cousins will be battling for the first time this season. It's going to be a lot of fun, so we're going to be live reacting and interacting for the entire game. As usual, we're going to start off by saying hello to all you beautiful people that have already stopped by. Glad to see there's actually people here. Some of you guys have taken the day off work, so nice to see that you're here, or maybe you're watching at work, which is also something that might be happening. So we'll say hello to everyone who is in the chat. We'll go through the stats that you want, but you don't really need. And then as well, we're going to go through the starting lineup. There is some changes to the lineup, so we're going to make sure that we get you all up to date on that. I literally just got that out from Brandon Batchelor just tweeting out. So I was just finishing up the new and improved starting lineup, which you'll see appear below me. During the fifth intermission, we got Dustin Boydell back from his trip in Vegas. He survived. I don't know how much he's going to be able to tell us about it, but we'll ask him anyways. And then during the second intermission, by popular demand, earlier in my radio career, I did an interview with Mr. John Shorthouse. And so a lot of you have been asking to hear that one again because you heard that that had happened. So today, during the second intermission, I'm going to be playing the interview that I did with John Shorthouse all the way back in my days at Evolution 1079, which is the BCIT college radio station. So when I did the radio program there. So you guys are going to get to hear my conversation with John Shorthouse during the second intermission. As well, as always, I should point out that we have gone live with monetization of the Nothing is Perfect show. So it is possible for you. You might see below me right here in the YouTube description, there is a button that says join. So if you are feeling like supporting the channel on a monthly basis, you can sign up. There are some benefits. I'm not just going to take your money. Obviously, you get the content for free no matter what. So you can just sub to the channel if you don't feel like donating. But if you do sign up as a member using that join button below me, you do get some custom emojis. I did just update them last game. So anyone who is a member of the show can use those emojis right now. We got Christmas Dobby with a little Santa hat on his head. I just added a goal with a whale because Drew Richards, the king of the mods, wanted to see an emoji that had an orca and a goal. So anytime the Canucks score, you can spam chat with that. And then as well, we have loyalty badges. So you will see some people in the chat, they've got the little 0 symbol beside their name. That means they are a member. And as you progress through your months, you're going to see some increase in that. So I'm getting distracted. Somebody just donated a whole bunch of stuff to the channel. So that's pretty wild. As well, we are going to do a monthly membership only chat. And then we're going to give you priority reads if you're a member of the channel as well. So like I said, the monthly members only chat, during the game, it's a little bit chaotic. I do interact with the chat as much as I can. However, it's always nice to see that we can have a little bit more time, a little bit more interaction. We can talk about stuff that's not about the Canucks. As I said in my intro video, sometimes we want to talk about the moon. How did the moon come to existence? Which is something that you want to see. So before, I mean, this isn't the first thing that's happened in the chat today, but I definitely have to point out Mr. Dustin Boydell coming back from Vegas. Apparently things went well for Mr. Dustin Boydell because he has just gifted 10 memberships to people who are currently in the chat. That is absolutely wild. Thank you very much, Dustin. I guess you must have won some money. I'll ask you about that once we get you on in the first intermission. So thank you very much, Dustin, coming back and gifting 10 subs right off the bat. That's absolutely wild. So let's see here. I can read out. I can't show you on screen who got it, but Bradley Sampson just got gifted a membership. Arch the 12th just got a membership. No Landable just got a free membership. Showtime 787 just got a free membership. TFA Iceman 84 just got a membership. Flying Cartoon Man's just got a membership. Swerve just got a membership. Tristan Talio just got a membership. TSI Mike in the chat. Nice to see you, TSI Mike. I mentioned TSI Mike. He does live streams for all of the Toronto teams. So all of them, like the Maple Leafs, the Raptors, the Blue Jays. So actually, we're going to have TSI Mike coming on when the Canucks and the Maple Leafs play coming up in January. And then Project, I think it's Project, was also a gifted membership. So once again, thank you very much, Dustin. Starting off the stream with a bang. That's absolutely incredible. Incredible to see. Thank you very much, brother. And we'll be chatting with Mr. Dustin Boydell. Obviously, maybe made some money while he was down there in Vegas. Feeling generous today. So thank you very much, Dustin. Let's hop into the chat to see who is waiting here. Very first comment, People's First Yukon. Hi. Welcome, People's First. And Paragolf Pro, you have made it very clear that you are back. Very cool. Mike Torrance in the chat. Welcome back, Mike. Good luck, Canucks. Hachiko is here. This is too early. I'm going back to sleep. Come on, Hachiko. You never know. Maybe the Canucks game will put you to sleep, but we're hoping not. We're not watching paint dry today, Hachiko. Welcome back. Big Mac, one of our mods. Yo, what's shaking, everyone? I'm at work, but I still ain't missing the stream. There's the dedication from the mod team. People's First Yukon. Let's go, Vancouver Canucks. Zoe is in the chat. Welcome back, Zoe, one of our most active commenters. Life is short, eat dessert first. You know what? As a server and as a bartender, I quite often recommend that people start their meal off with the dessert because sometimes, you get to the end of it, you don't really have the space for that tasty key lime pie. But Zoe makes a good point. I still haven't actually got someone to eat a brownie before they had their meals, but someday, Zoe. And when that does happen, I will let you know, Zoe, that somebody had dessert to start. Jacob Cozy in the chat. Hey guys, I'll try to be positive today, but I'm really nervous for the team. Yeah, me too. As I said, some big lineup changes happening tonight. Big Hog in the chat. Welcome back, Big Hog. I guess this isn't too early for you because you're watching from the East Coast. So this is like a 3 o'clock start for you, but that's probably right in your wheelhouse. Zoe says goal and satellite. We love the satellites. Barry Kyle, hey buddy, in the chat. Welcome, Barry Kyle. Nice to have you, buddy. Jacob Cozy says, sup hog. Mike Torrance says, hi again, Jacob. And Big Hog says, at Hachiko, we have to be on the ice. Yeah, our future prospects, Big Hog and Hachiko, need to get out there and start showing that they are not just future prospects, but they are going to be a mainstay as a core for the Vancouver Canucks. Jacob Cozy, if we win, what score y'all think? So yeah, everyone in the chat, if you can right now, make your predictions before the game gets on. Let's see. What is the score going to be between the Buffalo Sabres and the Vancouver Canucks? Something tells me it might be a high scoring game. So let's see some high scores in there. And so it's a trap. Who's the guy? General something from Star Wars. It's a trap. Jacob Cozy, y'all probably be better than we were. Y'all probably better than what we have now. Jacob Cozy, is Friedman Juleson? No, it is not, but we'll get to the lineup once we get through the stats. Zoe, I saw some hand warmers at the store. Yep, it is getting cold out there, Jacob Cozy, because that's crazy. Yeah, so it is not. Friedman is not in the lineup. He did get called up, and we're going to talk a little bit about that during the starting lineup. Big Hog forgot the game was on. Well, you're welcome. I reminded you. Mike Torrance, in the Lower Mainland, hand warmers. Yep. I mean, some people get chilly. And Zoe's already eaten. Got some potatoes and some fries and some hot dogs. Or I guess that's a hamburger. I know what a hamburger is. And Zoe needs them for his digits. Big Hog once again predicting a Lankinen hat trick tonight. Zoe is getting excited. Leah Herring in the chat. Hello, Leah. Welcome back. Always good to have you. Zoe's having some hot chocolate. And Leah Herring saying, nothing like working from home. Yep. So you can watch the game, watch the stream, and still be productive at work, right? Big Hog, I feel bad for y'all. 12 p.m. game is crazy. Oh, yeah, and I should mention that when I posted the stream last night, I accidentally posted it as an 11:40 start to the stream in the p.m. And then Calvin, thank goodness for Calvin, made a comment, and I saw it at the last minute, so we got it updated before people started wondering why the heck the Canucks are playing at midnight. It is 12 p.m., not 12 a.m. Enzo says, at least he didn't sleep in. Yeah, I did not sleep in. I was up early, taking the dog out. Dobby is having a nap. I'm sure you guys will get to see Dobby a little bit later. And Mike Torrance saying, Pee Wee Hour game. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And then Big Hog reacting to Paragolf Pro's 10 gifted memberships. And yeah, Paragolf Pro saying, Vegas wasn't that bad. and then putting some Dobby with the hat on. Barry Kyle, the join button should be below in the description there. So if you click on that button, and Big Hog saying next to the subscribe button. Dave DeVilliers, sup from SA. Is that SA? Dave, where is SA? Welcome to the chat, Dave. I don't know the abbreviation for SA, so let me know where you're from. B-Dog in the chat. Hello, all. Desserts best for breakfast. Yeah, actually, Grandma B-Ball, my mom's mom, she was a nice lady. She would give us chocolate cake for breakfast. So maybe that's where I get my love of icing, or maybe my hate of icing. You never know. Okay, so I think we said hello to everyone in the chat. There's a couple more comments, but let's hop over to the stats that you want, but you don't really need before the game gets started. We're already at noon. So we're talking about the Canucks playing not on Wednesdays. What are we doing here? It's Friday. Let's update that right now live on the stream. The Canucks record on Fridays. They actually have a really good record on Fridays. They're 243 and 217, so not a bad look. They are still a minus 18, despite the fact that they are about 26 games above 500, so they must have had some big losses there. Talking about the Canucks playing on November 29th, they have an overall record of 27 games played. They are 9 and 13 on November the 29th. On the road, they're 3 and 6. So not great stats for the Canucks on the road on November the 29th. They're only one game below 500, but we're not at home today. We're on the road, so 3 and 6. We're talking about the Canucks versus the Sabres. They have played 130 times in their entire history, coming to the league the same year in 1970. You might have seen this post here on the side here. I did post a couple pictures of the original rosters, the original team photos. If we're looking at the Canucks playing in Boston, they've won 24 times, they've lost 30, so not too bad. They do really own Buffalo when they play at home, but today we're down in Buffalo playing at the KeyBank Center, 24 and 30. So we're going to look to make that 25 and 30 after today. Canucks leading scorer versus the Sabres, unfortunately, is not with the team. JT Miller on a personal leave right now, having 4 goals, 6 assists, and 10 points in 8 games against the Buffalo Sabres. And then Dahlin. Well, I'm not sure. We'll have to see if he's in the lineup. There was questions about whether or not he would be in the lineup. He is the leading scorer for the Sabres against the Canucks. He's got 4 goals. He's got 8 assists. He's got 12 points in 9 games. So absolutely lethal. So we'll see if the Canucks are missing their leading scorer. We'll see if the Sabres leading scorer against the Canucks is playing tonight. So let's go back over to the bar and I'll quickly show you guys the starting lineups for today. So if we're looking at the Canucks starting lineup, there are some changes here as well in the Canucks starting lineup. So here, let's show you the offensive lines. So top line stays the same. We've got DeBrusk, Pettersson, and Sherwood playing really, really well together, still playing together. Second line stays the same. Suter, Garland, Joshua, looking really good. Here's where the changes start. Atu Ratu promoted to the third line. Neil Hoglander also promoted to the third line. Brock Besser on the wing. Then you got Max Sasson still on this line. Bluger and Danton Heinen playing on the fourth line. Who knows if we can really call these the third and fourth line? We'll see how things go. And then if we're looking at the defense and the goalies tonight, this is where the big changes have come. So for all of you who don't know, Hronek left the last game. Looks like it might be a right shoulder injury. We haven't got a real good timeline right now as to when he will be back. But as of right now, it's not Mark Friedman. He did get called up from the AHL, and it's good to see that he's feeling healthy after taking a nasty hit on October 30th. But let's just show him to you. Tyler Myers, the Chaos Giraffe, will be playing beside Quinn Hughes on the top pair. We've got Carson Soucy, Noel Juleson playing on the second pair. Third pair, good to see Vinny Desharnais back in the lineup, playing with Brandstrom. They were actually had a decent run together as a pair. And then Kevin Lankinen. We're going with Kevin Lankinen net today. Should be good to see. So we'll see what Blanky has in store for us tonight. Looks like they're just doing the national anthems down there in Buffalo. Singing away, singing their hearts off. I'll actually put the volume on my TV now so I can hear it. Star Spangled Banner and the Canadian National Anthem. All right, let's have a quick look through chat as they're singing the national anthem. Zoe says, what about Bennifer? Bennifer. That's Ben Affleck and Jennifer something. Big Hog says, subscribe. Jacob Cozy, at least the vibes will be high. That's awesome. Yeah, we're having fun. We're having fun. It's noon. We're all awake. We've all had our coffee. I hope we've had our coffee. And then Zoe's putting some pumpkins and turkeys because I think it was American Thanksgiving yesterday, right? And then here's Dave again. Jacob Cozy, kind of feel bad for Shelov's. Not his fault Demko got injured. Yeah, and I mean, that's it. You're right, Jacob. At the end of the day, Shelov's is probably going to have a better time getting some more marination down in the AHL. Me and Dust are going to talk about him in the second intermission. Some stats posted on Twitter from Eddie Gregory. Fast Eddie Gregory. So we'll have a look at some of those stats from... just needs to be in the NHL. Yeah, and he means the AHL. Jacob Cozy, I live in Edmonton, garbage, snow everywhere. And he's like, nah, I'm sober. Mike Torrance thinks it's going to be 2-1. B-Dog thinks the Canucks will win 5-2. Jacob Cozy says it's either going to be 5-2 Buffalo or 3-2 Canucks. So he's given a prediction for both. Jacob's thinking maybe Sherwood fights Tuck. And then B-Dog is saying 420, bro. Hello, laugh out loud. What is this, sushi rolls or burritos? I think that sushi roll? Yeah, Zoe's having some sushi. Jacob Cozy, I don't work, so it doesn't bother me. Unemployment gang. Yeah, Chico, you're a student, so you're not unemployed. You're doing something. You're learning about anthropology. Jacob Cozy's on the EI. I got injured at work. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jacob. Hopefully you're getting some help and getting the physio and everything that you need. Over a year ago now. So now I just get green all day and drink. Woo! That's hard on the liver. Dave D. Villiers, South Africa. Oh, wow. Watching all the way from South Africa. What time is it there for you, Dave? Welcome all the way from South Africa. Dave, if you haven't yet, you can always hit that sub button below so you get notifications every time we go live. Jacob Cozy, are they using goat head jerseys? If so, sick. I don't know. Let's see. I'll have to have a look there for you. Zoe, plus you don't have to leave your dog home alone. Yeah, Dobby's stoked. He gets me all day long. Mike Torrance, Dave, have you heard of Sixto Rodriguez? Jacob's saying it's minus 18 in Edmonton right now. That's wild. So what is better for breakfast than pizza? So a funny story. My wife actually had pizza for breakfast this morning. We got pizza last night, and she said the best breakfast ever is cold pizza. So she had some cold pizza. JT Miller's not getting traded yet. Some people have been saying, yeah, they're wearing the goat head jerseys. That is for sure. Which is good to see, that classic late 90s jersey. Canucks wearing their Orca jersey. Make sure we keep the scoreboard all up to date because we don't want to be like Sportsnet. Who knows what we'll see there. Big Hog loves Sasson. Yeah, he's looking really good. That should be a really good second line. All right, we're about to get the puck drop, so I'll give you guys a quick countdown as that happens. Puck has been dropped. We're into the first period. 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51. And we are underway down in Buffalo. Canucks. Buffalo Sabres. Puck down low behind the Buffalo net. And then the Canucks chasing the puck in their own zone. Lankinen stops behind the net. Buffalo in on the forecheck. First look at the Quinn Hughes, Tyler Myers defensive pair. And Lankinen making the first save of the game. Jacob Cozy, that's just BS. We would be dumb to trade Miller. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's one of those things where New York is looking, but I don't think that's happening. Especially right now. Like JT Miller is currently on a personal leave, so I don't see them moving him right now. Hachiko saying Myers hat trick incoming. That would be legendary, Jacob. Dave is saying 3-1 Sabres. Oh, 3-1 Canucks win over the Sabres. Jacob's like, God, our D-core. Lankinen with another save right off the face-off. Jacob Cozy, 2 elves and a bunch of giraffes. I'm drinking whiskey right now. I don't know about you. Peepers first. Is JT Miller getting traded to the Rangers? Yes or no? I'm going to say no. I'm saying no on that. And Jacob also saying, no, that's silly. People's First Yukon lives in the White Horse. B-Dog loves those jerseys. And so does Jacob. Dave says it's 10 p.m. over there in South Africa. DeBrusque collects the puck. Sherwood tries to get it down low. Can't get it to go. Now the puck comes out to center. Canucks will recollect the puck. Oh, yeah. Everyone remember that Sam Lafferty has signed with the Buffalo Sabres. So we're going to see Sam Lafferty for the first time this year. Shot blocked in front by the Canucks. Shot by the Canucks, blocked in front. So now we're seeing Vincent Desharnais, Brandstrom out on the ice together. Blocked in front by Brandstrom. And now we've got the Ratu, Besser, Hoglander line out there. Brandstrom clears the puck up to the half boards. Ooh, and pass right in the middle. Buffalo collects. Looks like Sportsnet has been having trouble with their scoreboard because there's currently no shots, even though we know Blankinen has 2 saves. Yeah, 10 p.m., yeah. And Dave, yeah, it is cold. Edmonton is, quite often you'll watch the news and you're like, oh, well, today Edmonton is colder than Mars. Can you imagine living in a place that's colder than living on the surface of Mars? Mike Torrance, great song, great story for him. Who's not playing for the Canucks? Quinn Hughes drops it for Sasson. Puts it down low. Quinn Hughes pinches down, gets it back down low to Sasson. Sasson behind the net, chips it up. Myers also pinching down, gets it down low to Sasson again. Sasson getting lots of touches to start here. Heinen throws a little hit. Hughes intercepts a pass, luckily. Now Bluger tries to get it down low, can't get it to go low enough, but it gets down there now. Garland collects the puck, tries to get it up front, can't get it to go. Buffalo doing a really good job keeping the Canucks to the outside right now. Bluger over to Brandstrom, over to Garland. Blocked. Another block by Buffalo. So now the Canucks have the Buffalo Sabres hemmed down low. Quinn Hughes with a shot. Another block. I think that's like 3 or 4 blocks already for Buffalo. Now Buffalo carries it out. Right in on, clears the puck right down the ice on Lankinen, so no icing. And then Soucy and Juleson look like they got their wires crossed there, and Buffalo intercepted the pass. Garland scoops it out to center. And then Suter and Garland will go for a change here. Buffalo has 3 shots now. Canucks have yet to register a shot, but Buffalo already has 3 shots. So tonight we don't have People's First. We don't have Hronek. He is injured now. Zoe's thinking about putting hand warmers on your balls in Edmonton. Jacob thinks we're screwed without Miller. But we'll see. We'll see. It's always an opportunity, right? There's always the opportunity for other guys to step up, get some extra playing time. And I think a good example of that is like Juleson, where when Juleson started this season playing with the Canucks, he did not look great. But after playing more consistently, he actually got 19 minutes a couple games ago. He's looking a lot more solid. So we might not be screwed. We'll see. Pettersson collects it, puts it to the middle over to Brandstrom. Brandstrom settles things down. Got Brandstrom and Desharnais in their own zone. Puck goes down low. We got the Ratu line out with Hoglander and Besser. Hoglander gets dumped in the corner. Ratu fighting for the puck with Hoglander. Now up to the half boards. Buffalo gets the puck out to center. Hughes flips it down into the zone. Hoglander goes in on the forecheck. Buffalo rings it around the boards, gets it out to center ice. Miller, we're not sure. We're not sure when Miller's going to be back. I feel like it might be on the homestand, but it definitely won't be on this road trip. So it might be a little bit wild. Dave thinks Miller to New York. New York did draft him, so maybe they're feeling some buyer's remorse when they traded him. They did draft him. and then traded him to Tampa Bay. And then Tampa traded him to us. Sasson collects the puck offside, and that faceoff will come just outside the Buffalo Sabres blue line. Big Hog. People's First Yukon. Hronek and Miller. Yeah. Hronek and Miller are out. Yeah, the Canucks are not doing terribly, despite the fact they don't have a shot yet. But like I said, Buffalo's now up to 3 block shots. 14-12 left to go in the first period. Can you guys believe Dustin just shows up and gives away 10 gifted subs or gifted memberships? It's wild. Block in front. Looked like Lankinen got at that one. Blocker save on a long shot. Heinen puts the puck down low in the Buffalo zone, throws a hit. Sasson trying to forecheck. Yeah, Myers, also a former Sabre. Won the Calder Trophy with the Sabres. Everyone forgets that. Puck to the front of the net. No Canucks there to collect it, though. And Buffalo clears the puck out. Number 77, Peterka, puts the puck down low behind the net where Myers collects it. Hughes collects the puck, lifts it to center ice. Garland does well to tip it in, so no icing. Canucks get it down low, going in on the forecheck. So now it's a 4-on-3 for the Sabres. Good stick by Hronek, puts the puck to the corner. Takes away any danger from that 4-on-3 rush from the Sabres. Canucks still do not have a shot on net. We're now 13 minutes left to go in the first period. Brandstrom takes a penalty after he gets walked. Must have grabbed onto the guy. So now Buffalo's pulled their goalie. Got 6-on-5 action, trying to get some extra power play time. Puck tipped over the net. Now the Canucks collect the puck. The whistle goes. 12:31 left to go in the first period. The Canucks still do not have a shot. And now they're going to go to the penalty kill after Brandstrom gets walked a little bit and reaches out and takes a penalty. You hate to see it. Leah Herring, I'd be happy with a 60-minute effort. Yeah, me too. I mean, that's the thing, right, Leah? We've seen the Canucks have good moments throughout the season. We've seen them have really good first periods, not very often. But we need to see them play an entire 60 minutes, which would be good. But it seems like that hasn't been happening as often. Zosa's steaks and eggs sandwich with an aioli is too good. Are you thinking like a garlic aioli, a chipotle aioli? What are you thinking? Zoe's from North Africa. What part of North Africa are you from, Zoe? So we've got Africa covered. We got North Africa. We've got South Africa. Big Hog. Should the Buffalo score bug color be black? Yeah, I do have the wrong symbol in there, don't I? I've got their current. Let's see. Can I do this without destroying the stream? I'm going to try and update to the proper symbol, as you guys have pointed out. Buffalo Sabres slug logo. No, that's the one classic slug logo. 98 logo. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Save image as. Save that. Go in here. We're updating the scoreboard on the fly because we want to make sure that we have the proper stuff going on here. But yeah, the Canucks are going to the penalty kill now after Brandstrom gets walked. 12:31 left to go in the first period. Canucks still do not have a shot. Now they're penalty killing. Okay, let's see if this works here. Luger's not happy about how that puck was dropped. Okay, we're updating this on the fly here. Now the linesman throwing the other centerman out. It's one of those moments where they clearly just want to be part of the show. There it is. You guys happy? I just updated it. Got the proper logo. Canucks win the faceoff, clear the puck all the way down the ice. And then let's update the color as well. We'll make it black. Yeah, there we go. Cool. On the fly. Look at that. We make it here happen here on Nothing is Perfect. Got the symbol updated there for you guys. Dave got some beauties in the wings. Yep. Ooh, puck thrown through the slot. Lankinen with a save on a long slap shot from the point. Does well to not have any rebound coming out. People's first, when is Thatcher Demko back? My prediction is Thatcher Demko will be back for the first game back from the homestand. I think he's going to play against Columbus, which is coming up on the 6th of December. So you heard it here first, maybe. I'm thinking Demko's back for the first game in the homestand. So the Canucks do have a shot now, apparently, somewhere in there. And no, we don't have an update, but I think he's close. Zoe putting some bees and some octopus in the chat. Yes, bro, laugh out loud soon. Hopefully. Learn the rules. It is Black Friday, B-Dog. Anyone get anything good? Cheap goods? I think I might do a little shopping later. Patterson collects the puck in the zone and clears it all the way down the ice. No, I mean the Sportsnet logo for color. Yeah, I know. See, Sportsnet can't update it on the fly. Big hog. I do that because I love you. I've reached out to our man, Knuckhead. Haven't heard back yet, but you never know. He heard you're a big fan and he likes your name, I assume, so. Buffalo controlling in the offensive zone. Got Desharnais and Juleson out in a penalty killing role. And then Juleson gets a stick on that shot, sends it over the glass. 2 seconds left to go on the power play. 10:32 left to go in the first period. Yeah, Sportsnet, their scoreboard ain't as good as the Nothing is Perfect scoreboard. So we now have the updated slug logo, the classic 1998 Buffalo Sabres logo. Hey, he's talking about the game, not you. Penalty's over. And the Sabres had 2 shots on the power play. Lankinen smothered both of them. Quinn Hughes putting the puck up the half boards. Nice pass up. Besser up to Garland. Myers with a shot wide of the net. Quinn Hughes shot. Another shot on net. Suter kicked the puck to the corner. Besser collects it in the corner, puts it over to Garland. Garland rings around the boards, comes all the way to Quinn Hughes at the point. A cross over to Besser, also at the point. Back over to Hughes. Hughes puts it down low to half boards. Garland skates into the slot, takes a shot. Luukkonen makes a save, covers the puck. I think that's the 3rd shot of the game for the Canucks. Yeah, for the score bug. Queen of the North! Where's the hockey dog? All right, we're in a commercial right here. I'll see if I can get Dobby. He just came up on the couch, so maybe it's a good time to get Dobby over here. Hey, Dobby. My boy. Okay. Here he is. The little fluffy boy. We had a very good play this morning. We played some fetch. I had him running around for about 45 minutes, and as you can tell by the sleepy look on his face, he's probably ready for a nap. Yes. Oh, he's such a sweet boy. So, Dobby, do you think the Canucks can win today? Do you think that they will take their expansion cousin Buffalo Sabres down? What do you think will happen? If you think that the Canucks are going to win, give me a kiss on the cheek. There it is. He had to think about it, right? He doesn't want to jump to conclusions. Oh, yes, he just wants to snuggle me in. Oh, this is the hockey dog, Dobberton. Dobby the Doge. He is such a cute boy, isn't he? But yes, he looks very chill right now. Surprisingly chill. But yes, we scratch his belly. He loves a good belly scratch. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, you just want to nuzzle right under me. Look at that. Do you see how much love this boy has to give? Oh yes, I can tell. He wants to have a nap, everyone. So can everyone tell Dobby to have a nice little nap? Wish Dobby sweet dreams, okay? Oh, you're gonna sit beside me so I can scratch your booty? Okay. Horseradish aioli. Yeah, that's a good point. That does go good on a steak sandwich. Nice fresh horseradish aioli. Hockey dog. Oh, he's so good. Sure with a shot. Canucks up to 4 shots now. Sure with another shot from well out. And Buffalo's goalie makes the easy save. Big Hog, you're going to see the Canadians, eh? You're going to go see the Canadians? So, Big Hog, do you want to be a Nothing is Perfect insider and join the stream live from the game? What do you think, buddy? If you are interested, I will put my email address in the chat here. So if you are interested in joining the show live from the game there, brother, check me out. Send me an email on nothingisperfect, YouTube, YT at gmail.com. And then we'll hook up. We'll figure something out if you're interested in coming on and being a Nothing is Perfect insider live from Rogers Arena. Let me know, brother. Even dogs get crumbs from their master's table of Paragolf. Love you too, Big Hog. Big Hog, hockey better to be at a Canucks game than certain other place on January 6th. Yeah, that might be we'll see what happens. Major Tau in the chat. Let's do this. Canucks with another shot, another save by Buffalo. You are seeing some Canucks fans in the stands here down in Buffalo. Saw some posts on Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. Lots of people down there. Oh, yes, Toby. Oh, yes. Welcome, Major Tau. The Chico laugh out loud. Major Tau is cleaning rain gutters, but is here nonetheless. Chico, let's not get political. KJ in the chat. Salutations all. Welcome, KJ. Nice to have you. Almost got it to the front of the net. The Canucks did. Snow warning in Buffalo. Besser gets the puck down low. Buffalo collects rings around the board. Almost intercepted by Canuck. Past the middle. Besser intercepts it. Tries to get it down low. Can't get it to go over to Hoglander. And then Buffalo clears it all the way out to center. Carries it in over the blue line. And then puts it down to the corner where Hoglander goes into battle for it. Hoglander does well to battle behind the net and gets the puck jogged free. Comes to a Canuck up to Ratu on the half board. Skates it to center and dumps it in to get the change. Welcome, KJ. Dave, I'm in. All I need is this plane ticket. Yeah, I wonder how much that plane ticket would cost, Dave. Jacob Cozy, I got a pretty cool rabbit. My sisters had rabbits growing up. Lots of rabbits. Her name is Scooter. Scooter the rabbit. Joshua just gets tripped at center ice. As the refs usually do, they don't bat an eyelash. Hachiko putting a bunny in the chat. Lankinen chops the puck behind the net. Got Myers and Hughes out. And then you got the Sasson line out. So the fourth line on the ice with Bluger, Sasson. Garland's out there now. Maybe there's some line changes going on. Garland puts it behind net for Sasson. .6:45 left to go in the first period. Shots are 5-5, 43, 42, 41, 40. Canucks carry the puck into the zone. Now we got the full line change. We got Blueger, Heinen, and Sasson out there. The fourth line reunited. And it does look like Dahlin's in. This is my first time hearing his name called. So Dahlin is playing, the leading scorer for the Buffalo Sabres against the Canucks over the years. At least currently playing. Chaos at center ice. Players falling all over themselves. Buffalo collects it and brings it into the Canucks zone. Canucks are now mid-line change again. Lankinen makes another stop. Heinen scoops it out to center ice. Petey chases all the way down into the Buffalo zone on the forecheck. Buffalo puts it out to center ice. Comes in over the Canucks blue line. Another shot. Blocker saved by Lankinen. Now you got Juleson, DeBrusk, and Pettersson out on the ice. Sherwood flips it out to center ice. Power loses the puck. Ends up way down in the corner. Canucks trying to forecheck. Can't really get anything to materialize. And then Buffalo chips it off the boards and all the way down into the Canucks zone. Juleson trying to collect the puck. Battling in the corner now. Hoglander puts it over to Susie in front of the Canucks net. Long pass ahead. Bester comes around, tries to do a wraparound, almost gets it in front. That was the Sedin move. Susie just rips it down the ice. Bester's there, so he beats out the icing, tries a wraparound, and puck ends up going in front. Ratu couldn't collect the puck and get a shot off. Canucks collect the puck in their own zone. Ratu puts the puck down the ice, and then Bester goes in on the forecheck so the Canucks can get a change. Bester doing well to battle behind the net. Waiting for enforcements. Quinn Hughes does well. Oh, and then, that's a... Quinn Hughes gets back, prevents a 2-on-1, clears it up, and then Myers pokes the puck out. Puck goes all the way down in the Buffalo zone. Canucks go in on the forecheck. We now got Suter out with Garland and Joshua. And Garland puts it to the front of the net. Almost went off the side of the net there. Dakota Joshua battling in front, going to the front of the net. Oh, and tries to get a pass across. Blocked by the defenseman on Buffalo. Garland was on the other side of the net, so Buffalo's happy they got that pass blocked. Dobby's so chill sometimes. What is he? He's an Aussie. He's a miniature Aussie. So he's a mini Aussie. A Chico with the Dobbies in the chat. Joshua gets the puck out to center ice. Next round, mid-change again with the fourth line coming out. Lafferty with a wrist shot blocked. Sasson working hard on the half boards. Can't collect the puck, though. Hronek collects it behind the Canucks net. Gets it out to center. And then Sasson just tips it, slows it down, so no icing. Canucks will start another change. Really, really quick changes happening. Canucks are rolling these lines. Luger collects it. Oh, puts it to the front of the net. DeBrusk got a tip on it, almost goes in. Brandstrom can't get a pass. It bounces off the boards, goes all the way down the ice. And then Desharnais and Brandstrom will start a change. Susie onto the ice. And now there's a giant ad on the screen, so I can't see what's happening. But it looks like there is a offside because thank goodness that we can actually see that. But the advertisement was blocking everything. Yeah, good to see the Canucks are moving well. Good start to the game, minus the penalty taken by Brandstrom. Major Towel, let's make Dogecoin. Oh, Dobby's going to fall asleep right beside me. Thank you, Major Towel. $2 donation. You're out there working hard, clearing gutters. You're still making time to donate to the stream. I really much appreciate you, Major Towel. Once again, Major Towel is trying to put Dobby through college. You're going to pay for his entire college education. Yeah, good D by Myers. Not looking bad. Dave's got family in Halifax and Ontario, so on the eastern side of Canada. Flemish Giant Sounds like something from Harry Potter. And so it says, my rabbit's name was Pumpkin. It was a Flemish giant. So I guess Flemish giant is probably like a big old rabbit. And yes, that does sound like something you would hear in Harry Potter, KJ. Big Hog Brock comes back and then Hronek is injured. Yeah. But you look at it like the difference between the two seasons. You look at last season, the first couple months, the Canucks had nothing going wrong. Everything that could possibly go right did go right. And this season, it seems like they haven't had their full lineup yet the entire season. Hachiko, all right. I do have to shower, but I'll keep the stream on. Thank you very much. Calvin, I missed the old logos for Buffalo. They should go back to that. Yeah, they use it as their third jersey, as you can see, the jerseys tonight. Similar to how the Canucks use the black skate when they're playing at home sometimes. So we do get to see it. And as you saw, as requested from Big Hog, even though it wasn't actually a request to me, it was a request to Sportsnet, we have updated the symbol there in the scoreboard. Big Hog, I'll try not to riot after the Canucks smoke the Habs. Yeah. You got the one guy running around in down Vancouver just kicking light posts. That's going to be Big Hog. Calvin, hey guys, sorry I'm late. Yeah, Calvin, I gave you your shout out. Thank you very much. You saved the day. I had the time wrong and you pointed that out. I quickly changed it. Thank you. Right before bed. Calvin, the hero of the stream, everyone. Can we get some Calvin hype in the chat? Saved the stream today. Dobie Wellcoin. Major tap. Oh, no. Bowen Byram tips it in. Former Vancouver Giant Bowen Byram tipping the puck past Lankinen. Buffalo opens the scoring 1-0 with 2:27 left to go in the first period. Benson. Oh, what a tip too. Good hand-eye. The defensive pair getting up in the action. Benson puts it to the front of the net, about a foot off the ice, and Byram manages to tip it right past Blankinen. DeBrusk laying on the ice in front of the net. Bowen Byram, I'm sure, loving scoring against the Canucks. Playing all those years for the Vancouver Giants. Oof. Oh, the game is in Montreal. Oh. So yeah, Big Hog, that's cool. You get to watch it in Montreal. So yeah, like I said, shoot me an email. We'll get you on the show if you're willing. Just saying, finally, you can see him being good. I've been looking at all the players individually since Quinn left. Yeah, Jay in the chat. Welcome, Jay. Nice to have you, brother. Oh, brother. Mike Torrance. Ugh. Jacob Rip. It was a nice goal, though. Thanks, Hronek. Yep. Hughes blocked that shot. And Hoglander gets the puck down the ice. Ratu in on the forecheck. Throws a little hit. But ends up off balance and can't get the puck. Quinn Hughes pinching down. Garland in on the forecheck as well. Buffalo gets it out to center. And then chips it down into the Canucks zone. Quinn Hughes will come back to collect the puck. Hachiko, you don't use this when Buffalo scores. This is not a Buffalo goal emoji. Quinn, Hachiko, the wild child. Oh, Joshua can't quite collect the puck at the blue line. Canucks clear the zone and collect the puck at center. Juleson pokes it up. Garland can't quite collect it. Buffalo skates into the Canucks zone. And that's the way the cookie crumbles, says Calvin. We should get Bayern. Wouldn't that be great? Canucks should have drafted Benson. Yep. I agree with that one too. I think Benson's another Vancouver kid, right? He's actually from Vancouver. I think I served his mom once. So I was like, hello, Jackals. Shot wide by the Canucks. DeBrusk collects it, puts it back up to the point. Hronek over to Brandstrom. Brandstrom gets the puck down low, goes off the backside of the net. Oh, DeBrusk put it right in front. Elias Pettersson just misses that. Can't get it to go. Got 5 seconds left to go in the first period. Buffalo with the puck on the sideboards. Luger comes back and blocks a pass, stopping the danger. There it is. End of the first period. Headed into the first intermission. There it is. First intermission. 1-0. So it's time. Let's get him on here. Back from his trip in Vegas. Gotta make sure I get him on the line before I bring it on. Discord loading in. Here we go. Let's give Mr. Dustin a call here. Get him on the air. So as we change over to Mr. Dustin, fresh off his Vegas trip, we're going to switch over. And Dustin, you won't be able to actually see this, but I've got the picture of that you sent over to me, which was the picture of our championship. So you can't see it, but you already know the picture. For anyone who can identify it, you see on the top left side there with the big old chops, that's Dustin, given the number 1. And then you got me with a crazy smile on my face on the far right side there. And like we said, it's the D5 kind of look. So we don't have matching jerseys, but it didn't matter because we got the cup, and that's all that really matters. Welcome back, brother. How you doing?
I'm good.
You survived.
How are you, sir?
Do you have any stories you can tell us about Vegas before we get into things, or is it all a secret? Because you come in, you donate 10 subs or 10 memberships right off the bat. I feel like you might have won some money.
No, like our golf team came third in the tournament we were playing in, so we brought home a little cash. Nice. And yeah, just had a pretty good trip overall. Ended up getting I think food poisoning from something. I thought at first it was some self-induced issue, but turned out not. It was the last couple days of the trip there, but yeah, overall it was a great trip, and I'm happy to be back.
It's good to have you, brother. Everyone missed you. We had I don't know if you saw, we had Jake Stakes Hockey filling in for you. The first game we had him on, he was so busy in chat he didn't even know what was happening in the game, but we did do a post-game show with him, and it was pretty good. So
perfect.
Well, let's hop into it. We'll start off where we always do, with the ups and downs.
Yep.
Any ups from the Canucks?
I mean, I didn't hate the period. You know, yeah, we're down 1-0 right now, and Brandstrom didn't have the greatest period. But realistically, given the defense that we're icing and the shakeup in the forward lines, pretty good period overall. Joshua's looking good. He's starting to play on instinct again. Mm-hmm. Had some really good plays late there that almost led to a goal. There was a good kill in the shift right after, led to some momentum. Sasson showing some speed, negating an icing early. Mm-hmm. But we have to get shots through. The blocked shots are killing us. You know, it kills momentum. We're setting up, and then the D-man's getting blocked, and it's going the other way. Luckily, we're lucky that Buffalo is not having a great start to the game. This could easily be a 3-0 game right now, but Buffalo isn't playing their best, and Lankinen's making some good saves for us so far.
Yeah, it was starting to look very similar to a lot of the Canucks starts because they didn't have a shot for the first bit of that game. And then finally, Buffalo started off with those 4 block shots. They didn't have any after that first half. So you're right. The Canucks started off having a hard time getting the puck through, but it looks like they started getting some shots through. Ended up getting 6 shots in the period. So still not a great total for an NHL team, but considering Buffalo only got 8, we'll maybe call it a push on that. Any obvious downs that you saw out there for the boys?
You know what? No obvious downs. Unfortunate moment on the goal there with DeBrusk falling down because that allowed Byram to drive the net unchecked. Hronek had another guy there that he was shoulder to shoulder with. And so when that happened, it was just a breakdown that was unfortunate, and Buffalo capitalized. And Byram, I mean, tipping that thing out of the air, that's just a good goal. So overall, I'm actually pretty happy with the way the Canucks played because there wasn't really any high danger chances other than the goal.
I mean, I think some of the people like Jacob Cozy, who likes to point out some of the harder things the Canucks have to deal with sometimes, was worried about the D pairs, but Well, I mean, even Tyler Myers and Hughes didn't look bad together. Like Juleson looks solid out there, and we talked about that before. He hadn't played a lot. He got thrown into it. He looked really rough in his first couple games, but I'd say since his third game in, he's been looking like a really solid addition to this defense.
Well, and the thing is, we have talked about, before Hronek got hurt, it was all over that maybe it was time to split them up and split up Susie and Myers and shake up the D. And you know what it forces the defense to do is to communicate. When you're not used to playing with somebody, you have to talk out there or you're doomed. And we've saw that all through the first period so far is the communication with the defense has been way up. And they're covering for each other really well, reversing the play. Even Susie, it's looking good so far. And if we can keep this up, yeah, the right side depth hurts right now, but it's so far so good. I think we don't need to panic, but also I don't want to get too comfortable with it. And we'll obviously get into it when we talk about the Hronek injury.
Right. And we did see Mark Friedman did get the call up, and it was good to see he is back from that horrific injury he took on October 30th. Big hit, went to the hospital, all that kind of stuff. But he has been back. He played a couple games down in the A on a line with DPD. So that actually might be a part of the reason. We'll get to the Abbey Canucks, but they are on a 4-game win streak. So that's good to see.
Yes.
And then I'll give an up. We'll go back to it. We'll give Susie an up because even just for a 1-period sample size, it looks like he's kind of simplified what he's trying to do out there. And so I think we've been really hard on Susie. And so to see him have a solid period, I think we'll give him an up as well.
For sure. Yeah.
So then let's get into it because Hronek is injured. Looks like it's probably a right shoulder, which I think is something he's dealt with a couple times. Was that the reason he was out when the Canucks first traded for him? Was it 2 seasons ago at the very end of the season?
Yeah, it was a shoulder, and I can't remember if it was a right or a left, but he has dealt with a shoulder problem before.
Yeah. So Hronek's out. People are playing more minutes. Tyler Myers on your top pair. And really, if you look at the D pairs right now, the only pair that we had out of the 3 that have played any minutes together, any substantial minutes, was Desharnais and Brandstrom together. Do you feel like the right side was looking okay so far through the game without Hronek in the lineup?
I mean, so far, yes. We have D depth, and it's not like we have horrible defensemen on our team. It's just Hronek is going to be a huge loss for the Canucks if it's long term. I think we can survive a short-term injury, a week-to-week injury, something minor. But if this turns out to be a separation that requires surgery, I would expect to see a trade coming soon because I don't think it's a long-term sustainable right side.
Right. Does this force Alvin's hand a little bit more? Because we talked about this a little bit earlier too. Like now you're looking at the right side and you're thinking, man, like if the playoffs started today, that's not a right side that you really want to go in the playoffs with. Is Alvin going to feel a little bit more pressure to make some kind of trade coming up here quick?
Well, I think yes and no. It's coming around the time that Alvin likes to make a trade. It's been year after year, right around December, mid-December, he starts pulling that trigger and shaking things up. And depending on the length of the injury, it will force his hand as to what type of trade he needs to make. This could be one of those moments where it's the Canucks year to take advantage of that cap circumvention where you can put a guy on long-term IR, you get that cap hit back, can go after a big fish, and then maybe Hronek's back for the playoffs. And suddenly you have a very stacked defense going into a cup run with a healthy Hronek.
I mean, the 2011 team tells us that you need as many Ds as you can get because I think by the time they ended up going, didn't the Canucks in the 2011 run end up using like 12 different defensemen or something like it was wild.
Well, yeah, I mean, it didn't help with Ham Hughes getting hurt and Rome getting suspended and all the other factors there. So
yeah, the more the merrier, I'd say, especially going into the playoffs.
Definitely.
So there has been some rumors flying around Reddit and Twitter and all that. Looks like the NHL is working on a feature coming up here, which is going to be called the Quarter Century Club. So they're going to be looking to put out a list of the best players in the last 25 years for each individual franchise. It looks like it's going to be 6 forwards, 4 defensemen, and a goalie. So I thought today it would be fun for us to kind of chat about if we were going to put that list together, what would that look like? So I thought I would let you go first here to see what your lineup looks like.
Yeah. So I mean, if we were doing, say, functional lines, you know, I think first line you got to go with Daniel and Henrik,
Mm,
obviously, and then I would love like, and we're talking prime players, right? So in their high prime,
mhm.
um, I would love to see Besser playing on their wing with a right-handed shot,
Right.
and then on D, obviously you got Hughes, and I would want Edler playing with Hughes in both their prime, and
Mhm.
then our goalie would be Luongo.
Right.
Um, and then for a second line, I would take probably Petey, Miller, and Naslund.
Mhm.
Petey down the middle, Miller and Naslund on the wings, and then on D, I would take Ed Jovanovski, and I got to go with my boy Kevin Bieksa.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with all that. So actually, my first line comes in the exact same as yours. I had Brock Besser playing on the wing with Henrik and Daniel because I think that would be especially like, and we're talking prime Brock Besser. We might be seeing prime Brock Besser right now, and he's so defensively responsible these days too. Really
Yeah,
a gritty player who would fit really well with those Sedins. Uh, my defense pair, my first D pair, does have Kevin Bieksa, but I actually have Kevin Bieksa playing with Quinn Hughes because I feel like
that
Quinn Hughes does
yeah.
well with that kind of rough and tumble guy, and Kevin Bieksa is very good when it comes to big moments. Especially we saw him in that San Jose series.
One of the most underrated defensemen to ever play in the NHL.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. We talked about this too. Like he could just go straight stats, right? And if you went straight stats, Kevin Bieksa falls just out of that top four, I think. But
Yeah,
when it comes to overall like performance and a functional line, I think Quinn Hughes and Kevin Bieksa would be a killer defensive
yeah.
pair. For my second line, I do have Naslin on there. You can't, Nazi 19 was
Hmm.
my favorite player back in the day for the West Coast Express. I did not break him up from his line mate Bertuzzi because I think prime Bertuzzi on that right side with Mark and Naslin is just such a force. And despite the fact that the West Coast Express line didn't really have a lot of success in the playoffs, probably
Hmm.
mostly because of the Moore incident. I think that Bertuzzi would have been an absolute beast in the playoffs. And
Yep.
I'm a little biased on this, and y'all who watch the stream would know that, but I've got Trevor Linden actually at center. And you'll be like, well, Trevor Linden was in 94. Well, we all remember Trevor Linden got traded back to the Canucks. And the thing I remember about Linden coming back to the Canucks was when the playoffs rolled around, he was making big plays, he was scoring big goals. This is a stat I always love to throw out. He is the fifth highest scoring player in game sevens ever. So
One of my favorite goals he ever scored was the shorthanded goal with Ed Jovanovski sitting in the box and Jovo just going nuts, jumping up and down, banging on the glass. I
right.
still get goosebumps when I think about it.
Yeah, you hate to see that they ended up losing that game anyways, despite Trevor Linden's effort. So then
Yeah.
for my second D pair, I believe they actually played together. So I had Alexander Edler and Sammy Salo playing together, which you can't go
Yep.
wrong with. Both really tough guys. Sammy Salo with the best slap shot in Canucks history. I was looking at
Yep.
maybe showing a couple of highlights from some of these guys, and I looked up Sammy Salo, and like every goal he scored was a slap shot, which you don't see a
Yeah.
lot of these days. And then I had Roberto Luongo as my goalie, which is, I think, a no contest. I don't think there's
Yeah.
anyone else you can put there.
Until Demko has a playoff longevity or like even longevity through regular season play, no one's touching Luongo as the best Canuck goalie in history.
Yeah, so very similar. Our lists are just slightly different there. And like I said, I'm a little biased, but I think Linden and Matt Naslund or Bertuzzi would have been a wild line because Linden has some similar characteristics to Morrison did with good vision, makes some good passes, but also is just he's 6'4". He's a beast too. So I think that
Yeah,
would
and one
be,
of the biggest reasons I went with Jovo is he had 500 career points
yeah,
and back-to-back double-digit goal seasons for the Canucks. So
yeah. He's a puck mover for sure.
yeah,
So let's hop over to Shelovs because
yep,
obviously he's been struggling a little bit. Eddie Gregory tweeted out, and I sent it over to you. In games that he's played, he led in the third shot, the fifth shot, the first shot, the fifth shot, the third shot, the first shot, the first shot in the 8 games that he's played. Or sorry, 7 games that he's played. So that's 3 times we've been scored on the first shot, which he's pulling a Miller there. And then the
yeah.
first shot has the first goal has gone in by the 5th shot every single game. What
Not good.
what's going on? Is it just a situation where he's still a young guy and needs to marinate a little bit more, or is there something else going on with Shelovs?
We talked early in the season about potential side effects of the Ian Clark goalie coach move. Sheilov struggled last year to show growth under Marco Terranius, who worked with the Abbey Canucks last year and then got bumped up to the big club when Clark moved. Um, Terranius's claim to fame is he was the former goalie coach of Igor Shesterkin, and well, unfortunately, you can't teach goalies how to be Shesterkin. He doesn't seem to focus on Sheilov's inconsistencies. So far this season, the last couple of games, he's still struggling to track pucks in traffic, and he's over kicking and he's over committing on side to side plays, and he leaves that back door open. And I don't see it changing, and that falls on coaching. If he's got struggles that are evident and holes that need to be fixed, the coach needs to get on that. And when you look at the reverse side of it, you have Justin Pogge doing wonders with Ty Young and Nikita Tolopilo down in Abbey, who are now riding a 4-game win streak.
Yeah. I mean, and even shots, not even through traffic from distance. You look at that 5th goal that got scored on him in that Pittsburgh game, like that was from well out. There's almost no reason that goal should have gone in. And at the end of the day, the Canucks make it close, but that's the killer. You start a period and you let in a goal from that distance, and suddenly your team's now got to come back from a 4-goal deficit.
Exactly. And he didn't start to show signs of improvement until he got up to the big club and worked directly with Ian Clark. And then he took off. But it's unfortunate. But maybe when Demko comes back, he goes down or starts working with Justin Pogge and finds a way to take those inconsistencies out of his game.
Have I asked you what your prediction is for when Demko gets back yet?
What do you mean?
When does Demko get his first start?
First game back of the road trip.
Yeah, so we're in agreement on that. So the Columbus game.
Yeah.
And I think we both got a little excited. He
comes back in front of a home crowd just to get that energy and everything too going for him. Just for the team as well. I don't think I don't think I see him starting on the road.
Yeah. For a while there, I mean, it was a bit of a head scratcher for me for what was going on with Sheilov's, but I think you make a good point because now he's working with the same goalie coach, and people forget that his year in the AHL before you got called up for that run, he wasn't actually playing all that well down in the AHL. He was having a struggle down there. Tolopilo was essentially the starter down there. Maybe once he gets back down with that coach down in the A, he might get a little bit of a fresh start and get some more confidence back in his game. I almost call it, I'm going to call it Tyler Myers syndrome, which is kind of weird because Tyler Myers is a defenseman. But when Tyler Myers feels like he's trying to do too much, that's when he ends up getting out of position. He needs to remember he is a giant body and he needs to stay in his net. You saw that a little bit in that Pittsburgh game where he's sliding out of the net there. So let's cross our fingers. We didn't quite get to the Abbey Canucks, so let's hang on to that for the post-game show. Like you said, they're on a 4-game streak, which is good to see. Part of that, like I said, might be the reason that Mark Friedman is back playing with DPD. So we can chat about that once we get into the post-game show there.
Sounds great. Cool. We'll talk to you then.
Dustin back from his trip. Winning some money in the golf tournament. You love to see it. Showing up, donating 10 memberships right off the bat. Absolutely awesome. So we're about to get back underway here in Buffalo. Coming up in the second intermission, like I said, by popular demand, we're going to have my chat with John Shorthouse from my days back at Evolution 1079. Puck has been dropped in the second period. 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51. Here we go. Puck into the Buffalo zone. Dave saying Sheilov's has that dog in him. You can't teach that. If he stays at the club, I predict records will be broken. Yeah, you could see it. He showed up in that World Championship and took Latvia to their very first medal. Connor Garland does well to collect that pass. Back to Garland in the middle. Back to the front of the net. Crash in the net to go to Joshua. Buffalo clears it out, gets it out to center ice. Thompson with a good shot. Lankinen does well to smother that puck. Thompson crashes the net in kind after Dakota Joshua crashes his net. Calvin says Shilovs has high intensity goalie. Normal games don't do it for him. Do justice because he is really good at the juniors in the playoffs. But when it doesn't really matter, he plays without passion. And that's the thing. That's part of being an NHL goalie. You need to be able to get your intensity up no matter what the game is. And that's something he has to learn. But he's still young, Calvin. So hopefully we can see if maybe he can learn that intensity without having to be in an intense game. We're 19 minutes left to go in the second period, and the Canucks are making cakes. They got the easy bake oven on the road, and they're getting the icing ready to go too early. Learn the rules. KJ, I think Brock is gonna go to Minnesota when he's a UFA. Let's hope not. Good stick by DeBrusque to tip it out to center. Oh, and then Petey. Oh, and then can't get it to go. Ran out of space. Patterson took a beauty pass after DeBrusque tipped it at the Canucks blue line. And then the ref calls it icing, and the fans don't like it. But you know what, Buffalo? Maybe you got to learn the rules, bruh. It's very clear if you shoot the puck from your own side of center, the linesmen are going to call it. Patterson just runs out of space, I think. Can't quite get it over that pad. Lukin sticks his toe out and makes the save. Canucks win the faceoff. Quinn Hughes at the blue line does a spin. Shot blocked in front. Hoglander behind the net. Gets hooked a bit. Hughes moves it down behind the net. Hughes collects on the half boards. Oh, and then loses the puck at the blue line, which you don't see very often. Now you got Hughes and Branstrom out there together. If they're mid-change or something. Maybe they're changing up the D pairs. Sherwood in. Yeah, we got different line combinations right now. Now you got Sherwood out with Hoglander and Ratu. Maybe they're mixing things up. Playing with the lines as it goes. Susie puts it to the half boards. Hoglander collects it, puts it back over to Susie. Susie puts it back over to Hoglander and rips it down into the zone. Susie on the pinch. Heinen collects it. Tries to get to the Susie, can't get it to go. Desharnais collects the puck, puts it down. Bluger can't collect it behind the net. Bluger and Sasson in the corner can't come up with the puck. Sabres get it out to center ice. Sasson throws a hit. Heinen collects the puck and shoots it down into the Buffalo zone. Demko better than Lou, but hasn't proven it yet. Lankinen with another save. Yeah, that's the thing. I was thinking about Demko as the quarter century goalie, but Luongo took the Canucks all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals, and Demko has not. So that's where my my logic was coming from. My opinion is not based on anything, just talking. And Jacob's like, where's Bure? Yeah, Bure is not on the list because he did not play for the Canucks in the last 25 years. Jacob, that's why he's not there. Only players that have played for the Canucks from 2000 and on. It's like top 10, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Yep. Major Tao, just speculation, but I'm going to say 20% chance that Miller gets traded. Juleson battling behind his own net. Good stick by Carson Soucy. Read that play well and blocks the pass. Canucks can't get it out of the zone, and Buffalo regains control. Thompson with another shot. Lankinen with another save. Blankinen showing up. Jacob loves BXA. B-Dog saying, Jovo Cop. Yeah, you love that nickname. Jovo Cop. Peepers first likes Brock. Mike Torrance. Yeah, I think Brady would do well with Rick as a coach. Looking to get Brady Tkachuk on the team. Canucks are not an experimental team, are they? Yeah, they can be sometimes. Sometimes they're experimenting. But we'll see. We'll keep an eye. I think these lines combinations might have already changed in this second period. Yeah. Oh, so close, Petey. Maybe I misremember, but the goal with Joe jumping in down the box wasn't Linden. It was Matt Cook tying goal. Yeah, you're right. But Linden set it up. Quiet barn, eh? Can hear the players talk. Yeah. Everyone hasn't woken up. Eric Branstrom intercepts it. Oh, then DeBrusque blows a tire. He might want to get his skates looked at. That's the second time he's fallen down. Ratu collects it at center ice, flips it down the ice, goes in on the forecheck. Hughes out. Okay, so the D pairs are the same. So it's Hughes and Myers still. Hoglander can't stop the puck coming out of the Buffalo zone. Buffalo carries in over the blue line. No, Gary, you're right. The funniest man in chat is right. Sherwood intercepts the pass, and now he takes the penalty after he lost the puck. But it's one of those ones that looks like the Buffalo player was already falling, and then Tyler Myers collects the puck and tripping call on Mr. Sherwood, who hasn't taken a lot of penalties this year. Petey pulled a Mikheyev. Yep. Yeah. Sherwood getting his stick into the feet, taking the guy down. It's unfortunate, but it happens. So now the Canucks have to kill another penalty. Big Hog says, Hachiko, we need to get on the ice. And Hachiko's like, I agree. Put me out, coach. KJ doesn't like it. The Canucks have a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Luger puts it at the crease. Suter couldn't get there. But the Canucks forecheck. Canucks take the puck on the half boards. Can't quite go. Now Buffalo carries it into the Canucks zone. Sabres setting up. Hachiko's already jumped ship again. Look at that. Hachiko with the wrong symbol in their name. Gary Wiseman trying to start the wave. Woo! Woo! Myers puts the puck up. Canucks have a 2-on-1. Heinen hits the crossbar shorthanded. The puck goes out of play. Canucks had a 2-on-1. Ooh, a chance shorthanded. Flipping the script. Yeah, Jay points out, Burry went to Florida a few too early to be on the list. Yeah, what was it, 97 he went? 98, something like that. Jacob saying, I bet we trade for a defenseman next week. 50 seconds left to go in the power play for Buffalo. Buffalo can't get the puck in the zone, have to regroup at center ice. Now they get into the zone. Bluger with a high pressure on the blue line. Disrupts the play. Puck gets out to Bluger at center ice. Can't quite collect it, but almost another chance for the Canucks to get in and to get a chance shorthanded. Ooh. Big Hog's in on the wave. Zoe's surfing the wave and waving as well. You'll love to see. Woo! Yeah, Jay's saying it's the 98, after the 98-97 season is when Burry got traded. Zoe's taking the wave. And then look at that. Icing the puck on the power play? That's even more egregious. You're not penalty killing. You don't have freedom to ice the puck. Now you have to take the face off in your own zone, you fools. Learn the rules, Buffalo. Russ, we need a wave emoji. Where's my captain's log? Got the captain's log out. We'll add that in there. Canucks control. Power plays over. Hughes with a shot just wide. We got the Orca goal one, so we need a wave emoji. Yeah, the more members we get, the more emojis we get. So if you have not and you want to, click on that join button below me. And the more members we get, the more emojis we can have for you guys to use in chat. So I'll work on that. I'll think about it. We got to come up with a good idea for the wave. Do we want to have like a human doing a wave? Do we want to have like a wave? Because we've already got the wave. We've got the wave. What kind of wave should I do, Big Hug? I need some more information. Patterson does well to keep the puck in at the blue line. Oh, and then Bastard just can't collect the puck. Sasson, Besser, and Petey out on the line together after a penalty kill. Juleson gets the puck out, and then it comes back in, but it's offside. David W. The Canucks seem to have come out flat in this game, and are already killing their second penalty. Jacob Cozy's claim about having predicted the Canucks would trade for a D-man. The Canucks need to score and soon. This game is close at 1-0 Sabres, but this is the second straight game of having allowed the game's opening goal. Yeah, David, the Canucks tend to give up the first goal a lot. And for anyone who doesn't know, David in the chat right now, he's got his own YouTube channel. He does shorts a lot. It looks like David is a member of the channel too. So thank you, David, for becoming a member. Or if you're gifted it, I don't know. But thank you very much. I have subscribed to your channel, David. So actually, yeah. I don't know if you were here when I did it last time. Let me throw my email address in the chat here. So David, shoot me an email because I'd love to have you come on the show and do some commentary. There it is for you. nothingisperfectyt@gmail.com. So David, if you can, shoot me an email. I'd love to have you come on the show to chat because I do see you do lots of commentary here on YouTube. So it'd be fun to have you join the show and get your perspective on some things because you clearly have lots to say about the Canucks. So let me know if you're interested. We'd love to have you come onto the show, sir. Yeah, Zoe saying, ditto, Dave. The Canucks need to score soon. And B-Dog's like, the wave. A wave with an orca in it. Good point. You just picture like dolphins riding the waves. Let's do it with an orca riding a wave. How about fin surfing? Would fin surfing be a good one? I'll get like a little miniature fin and on a surfboard, like surfing on a wave. That might be good. Not just any orca, the orca, Mr. Finn. Fin waving, yeah. So a combination of that. Yeah, so B-Dog, an orca like this. Yeah. We're on the same page. So Finn surfing on a wave. I think that's what we'll work on. I'll work on that for you. And Zoe agrees, yeah. Surfing orca. Yeah, or that. Hachiko, I have faith in this team to get the job done. Do you have faith in the team to get the job done? Because you've changed your symbol to the Buffalo Sabres, Hachiko. Got the Quinn Hughes jersey, but you're a Buffalo fan right now. You're really pissing off your line mate. Puck in center. Lankinen makes a save, and then the puck comes to the side of the net. Buffalo wasn't there to tap it in, though. Shot goes wide. Brandstrom just got punched in the face. Canucks pull the goalie. 6-on-5, trying to get a little extra power play time here. Blueger carries it in, over to Brandstrom. Brandstrom controlling down low, puts the puck up to the blue line, where Garland is. Back down to Garland. Garland puts it down low. Up to Garland on the half boards. Garland puts it back to the blue line where Quinn Hughes is. Over to Petey on the half boards down low. tipped away, no control, so play continues. Garland now controls past the blue line over to Heinen, over to Besser. He can't control the pass though. It tries to, Buffalo collects the puck. And there's the whistle. Canucks going to their first power play of the game here. Calvin, what about tail fin waving out of a wave? Yeah, like that could work too. I like that idea, Calvin. Big Hog. Chico, you have the Sabres as your profile pick. You have faith? Question mark. Just like smiling away. I'm starting to think that Hachiko might be more of a disturber than I realized. Zoe wants the orchid tail wave, or Zoe's idea. David W, 35.8% faceoff wins by the Canucks since Miller's out. Not good. Yeah, that's really bad. Canucks on their first power play. DeBrusk with a shot that gets blocked. And then the Buffalo Sabres collect the puck. And then Lankinen stops it, settles it down, collected by Captain Quinn Hughes behind the net. Garland coming through center, carries over the blue line, puts it down low, continues to carry back up to, and Quinn Hughes misses the pass, comes out to center ice. Tried to do a one-touch pass to Besser, but misses the puck completely. Now Besser at center ice, over to Garland, who rings it around the boards. PD in on the forecheck with DeBrusk. But Buffalo collects the puck, but Besser in support comes in. Buffalo can't clear it out. And then, it's just a battle in there. Buffalo collects the puck, shoots it all the way down the ice. The penalty kill for Buffalo has been really good lately, too. 17 of 18 in their last couple games here. Now the Canucks miss a pass. First power play and it stays out. Good job by Pettersson to keep the puck in. He puts it to the corner, but DeBrusk can't collect the puck. Buffalo clears it all the way down the ice. I don't even know if the Canucks have a shot on this power play yet. Jane, also not sure if you saw my comment earlier, Zach Benson, but he's from Dustin's neck of the woods. Ooh, from Chilliwack, eh? Quinn Hughes, shot through the crease. When he was controlling at the top of the slot. Shot off a stick. Look, it went off of somebody's hand, maybe. So getting some shots, but I think all the shots on the power play have gone wide or high. Joshua trying to put it through to Myers, but he couldn't get a piece of it. I don't think he was expecting it. Very close to a goal for Myers on the standing in front of the net. 19 seconds left to go in the power play. Quinn Hughes still out there. Average PP energy. Buffalo wins the faceoff, clears the puck all the way down the ice. That should probably do it for the power play. Quinn Hughes skating it out of the Canucks zone. Pettersson loses control of the puck. Buffalo collects it, puts it to center ice, and Tuck puts it down low. That's the end of the Canucks power play. Gary Wiseman, not enough to get it in. So yeah, the Canucks didn't get a single shot on goal that power play. Garland on the forecheck, can't get to it. Juleson down low in the corner. Can't keep the puck though. This is a fast moving period. 7:50 left to go in the second period. Ratu does well to block that centering pass, so Buffalo can't get a good chance there. Besser collects the puck, puts it up. Susie dumps it in down low. Canucks changing. Puck comes all the way down to the Canucks blue line. Hronek stumbles, tries to get the pass out, but can't get it to go. Now the Sabres control in the Canucks zone at the blue line. Byram steps around Hoglander. Lankinen with a save. Oh my goodness. Seven minutes left to go in the second period. Do the Canucks even have a shot this period? 2 shots in the period so far for the Canucks. That's brutal. Canucks have a good faceoff percentage so far tonight, 62.5%. So doing better, but they have only 2 shots. Sherwood puts it down low. Blueger trying to get the puck. Yeah, we got Sherwood, Blueger, and Heinen together now. Yeah, slight adjustment in the lineup, I think. Hachiko, unfortunately, my custom Canucks profile is saved on my laptop, so I'm riding the Buffalo until I get back there. Benson is from Langley, right? I think Jay said Benson is from Chilliwack. Calvin, not gonna lie, I thought the title was Nooner at Nooner, not as in no oneer, not Nooner. Yeah, Nooner. Nooner at the net, which is what we usually know it as, the Vancouver Canadians. Baseball team here in Vancouver playing Nooners at the Nat Bailey Stadium in Vancouver, which are a lot of fun, hot dogs and beer. I have only been to one Vancouver Canadians game in my entire life. That was back when I was working at the radio station. And because nobody wanted to do this assignment, I was sent to a Nooner at the Nat to participate in a hot dog eating contest as the representative for the Bell Media Radio Group. It was Bell Globe Media at the time. And it was, I was working at C-Fun 1410, which was also Team 1040, QMFM, and the Beat 94.5 at the time. And I got the assignment of doing a hot dog eating contest at a Nooner at the Nat. Needless to say, I did not win because they literally had a professional hot dog eater there, and I got my butt handed to me. I think I ended up eating 4 hot dogs in whatever it was, the couple minutes that they gave us. So I was proud, 4 big foot-long hot dogs and the bun too. You forget about the bun. And I did the professional thing, right? Where you take your bun and you're jamming it in with water and stuff, and it was just a mess. That was a fun day though. Nice excuse, Hachiko. David W. KJ Brazzi, I didn't think the Canucks would score between the call on the delayed penalty and the stoppage of play after that call. Whether the Canucks will score on the power play, to be decided. Yeah, it's been decided now. They did not score on the power play, unfortunately. Hoglander just gets walked at the blue line. Coach is not going to like that one. Russ in a glizzy eating contest is crazy. Yep. Never knew how much Eddie Lack choked in 2015. Yeah, Big Hog. Jay's confirming he is from Chilliwack. I believe he played hockey in Langley, but he was born in Chilliwack. I think that's what it is. Buffalo controls in the Canucks zone again. Suitor up to Garland. Garland up to the blue line. Oh, and Garland can't get the pass just in front of him, going to the front of the net from Dakota Joshua. Sabres come back in with speed. Buffalo tries to get to the net, can't get it to go. Sabres get a shot blocked by Hronek, goes to the corner. Now he collects the puck and skates for a little bit. Tries to pass to Pettersson. Pettersson misses the pass, and then Buffalo intercepts, puts it back down low. Now Brandstrom collects it, puts it over to Petey. Petey also gets stripped of the puck. Now the Canucks have taken another penalty, so the Buffalo Sabres will pull their goalie and go 6-on-5 for the moment. But luckily, Garland touches the puck. Desharnais trying to get Tuck to do something, hoping that maybe he can negate the power play, but Tuck's not biting, and looks like Desharnais going to the box. Calvin says, told you, Jacob, that Eddie was trash. So funny story. My co-host, Mr. Dustin Boydell, was doing Fortnite streaming back in the day, so I would join him every once in a while. I was playing Fortnite a lot back in the day. And Eddie Lack ended up coming and playing with us. So me and Dustin actually got to play with Eddie Lack back in the day, which was awesome. I actually joined the game not knowing it was Eddie Lack, and I was talking smack only to realize that it was. TSI Mike in the chat. Welcome, TSI Mike. Love to see it. Good to have you here, brother. Whoa, game day. Oh, day game. Yep. I guess for you, TSI Mike, it's not too bad. You got an afternoon game, but here for us on the West Coast, a noon start is not a very common thing here. And just wait until you see the game on Sunday. We got a 9:30 a.m. start, TSI Mike. Going to be a wild one, playing out in Detroit at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. TSI Mike, guess so. Great to be here, bro. Yeah, so announcement I did put out on YouTube the other day. We are going to have one of the nicest guys in Canucks YouTube content creation, Mr. Canuck Clay, will be joining Nothing is Perfect on the Sunday game. So he'll be joining during the second intermission against Detroit. So Mr. Canuck Clay will be joining the stream on Sunday during the second intermission when the Canucks play against the Detroit Red Wings. When the Canucks score, I'm donating a membership. Well, I hope the Canucks score then. Yeah, I'm going to have a couple of coffees ready that morning. Darling gets cross-checked by Darnay, but it's a high-sticking call. Coffee. Gonna have to have an espresso shot in my coffee too. Canucks lose the face-off to start this penalty kill. Turka with a shot that gets through. Lankinen smothers the puck. I do like breakfast in hockey. Get some nice eggs and some sausage and some like sourdough. 12:30 p.m. is a rather early start in the Eastern time zone, but I'll take it. Sunday's game should be interesting with Canuck Clay joining Nothing is Perfect. Yeah, such a nice guy. I reached out to him, see if he would be interested, and he has said that he will join us. So it should be lots of fun to have a quick conversation with Canuck Clay during the second intermission on Sunday. Gary Osmond, maple syrup, pancakes, and hockey is truly Canadian. Yeah. Maybe I'll have to have some maple syrup and pancakes live on stream. I don't usually eat on stream, but Thompson shoots it wide. Puck goes off the end boards and all the way down the ice. Minute left to go in the power play for Buffalo. Zach saying hey to TSI Mike. Major shout, okay, Gary, I'm eating there now. Yeah, Canucks seem to be missing passes, looking a little slow. Of shorthanded situations, I count at least 3 versus the Sabres the Canucks have so far taken. Yeah, the Canucks have been shorthanded 3 times now. Major Chow, yeah. TSI Mike, I guess it's the holiday schedule, yeah. Black Friday in the States. We get a noon game on the West Coast and then a 9:30 game. 9:30 a.m., that'll be our earliest stream ever here on Nothing is Perfect. Buffalo controls in the zone. 5 seconds left to go in the power play. Lankinen with another save. And the power play's over. But the Sabres still have the puck. Connor Garland with a break up the slot. It got a partial breakaway shot. And then a face save. Slap shot right off the face of the Buffalo goaltender. Woo! TSI Mike just got home from shopping. What'd you get, TSI Mike? Get some spoils on your Black Friday saving. And there it is, TSI Mike saying, hey, Zachary. Zachary, do you watch TSI Mike streams too? Gary, in high school, we had to do a presentation on a country and bring food from there. So I did mine on Canada, brought maple pancakes. Good choice. Now you've got your symbol changed to a Buffalo Sabre player. That's no better. I love breakfast for dinner. Yeah, breakfast for dinner is good too. Besser out front. DeBrusque with, oh, there it is. Suter puts it in the front of the net. The Canucks have tied the game. Canucks score! Yeah. You love to see it. DeBrusque with another goal. Going to the front of the net. So Ratu puts it down low. DeBrusque with a good forecheck. Besser gets in as well. Collects the puck, puts it up front to Suter. Suter with a shot. And then DeBrusque scoops it in on the rebound. Besser over to Suter. Suter with a shot. Rebound comes out and DeBrusque puts it through the wickets. Canucks tie the game. You love to see it. There it is, boys and girls. The Canucks have tied the game. And there it is. As he said, he wasn't fooling us. Major Tau gifting a sub. The sub going out to Van Isle Alley. Welcome, Van Isle Alley. Watching in secret. You get the free membership. You get the access to the emojis and the loyalty badges. Congratulations, Van Isle Alley, getting the free membership. Very generous, Major Tau. Adding to Cobby's Dollage Fund. Congratulations, Van Isle Alley. You love to see it. Woo! Last 2 minutes of the period two, so similar as the first period. Canucks putting in a late goal to tie the game. Now up to 13 shots. Tyler Myers with a shot. Blocked in front. Oh, Luukkonen made the save. Hughes driving play down low in the high slot. Takes a shot. That one hits a body in front. Now you got Tyler Myers in behind the net. Tries to put it out front. Ooh. And then Sasson with a shot. Might have been a save. Might have gone off a post. Out of play. Woo. Big hug. Goal, goal, goal. Suter will score. I can feel it. Yeah, you know, I do say that. Mr. Suter tends to get some chances before he puts one in. Big dog. Woo and whoo. Hachiko, I never gave up hope. That's a lie. Suter really is a Swiss Army knife. That dude is amazing value. Jacob Cozy, DeBrusque. Bang from Big Hog. Calvin putting the goal in the chat. TSI Mike, goal! Finally a goal scored on the UPL of the Sabres. Game tied. Hachiko with the goal emoji in chat. Zachary 1-1. Hachiko players is... Oh, I should have known. Okay, that makes sense. Hachiko putting Tyler Myers in the symbol. And TSI Mike saying, Christmas is done for the 4 kids. Mom and dad don't get crap. Oh, now the Canucks going to the power play. Canucks score. Shots are now 14-14. And the Canucks are going to their second power play of the game. It's great. 50.7 seconds left to go in the period. First power play unit up, but the Canucks lose the faceoff. Buffalo fails to clear the puck, though. Garland collects it right out front. Besser can't collect the puck. Sabres can't collect the puck either. Puck goes back down low. Garland will try and get a forecheck on, but Buffalo collects the puck. About 30 seconds left to go in this second period. Ooh, I'm getting hot in here. Getting hot in here. Canucks on the power play. About 20 seconds left if they can get some setup. Hughes at the blue line. DeBrusque with a shot. High and wide. Off the boards. Out to center ice. Pettersson collects it. 10 seconds. They might be able to get maybe one more chance. Hughes collecting. Skating over the blue line. Over to Pettersson. Pettersson puts it back to the middle. Besser passes over to Garland. Garland with a shot. And that's the end of the period. Oh my goodness. Action packed here on the Nooner in New York. Canucks tie the game. They'll have about a minute and 10 seconds left on the power play before we go in the start of the third period, I should say. Ooh, Mike Torrance also saying, woohoo! Zach is saying, goal, goal. Zoe's putting the little character from the video game in the goal. Jacob Cozy looking even but it's kind of disappointing when it's Buffalo. That's the thing, Jacob. We always think of Buffalo as a terrible team, but Buffalo Sabres have been having a really good November. So no slouches right now. Their penalty kill has been brilliant. So despite the fact that we remember Buffalo as a terrible team, they have been playing well. So Myers is everywhere. Yep. Behind the net, on the point. You love to see it. David W. I have 3 games on. One of them is the Flames. One during the some rough stuff already down with a couple of fighting majors penalties being sorted out. Nothing ugly yet between the Canucks and the Sabres. Although at least the Canucks are keeping things close. Still 3-0 Jackets over the Flames right now. So I like the orca sound. So the sound that's playing during that goal celebration with the orca swimming across the stream is actually the Canucks goal horn. We're missing half of our team, but be happy. Yep. Well, I'll never truly be happy, but it's all right. Always chasing it. That's the thing. It's about the journey, not the destination, Jacob. So we're never truly happy. But if you're ever truly happy, could you be happy? Because then can you ever be that happy again, Jacob? So always chase it. Chase the happiness. Jerry Rising, keep smoking that bud. David W. shooting down the ice 10 seconds on the PP. Yeah, Canucks tie it late. You'll love to see it. And then David avoiding the swear jar, bleeping himself out. F yeah. Okay, cool. So second intermission. As I said, earlier in the season, I did play this, but there has been a bunch of requests because a lot of people didn't see it. I went to BCIT. Actually, I've got it right here. Just to prove to you that I'm not telling fibs. So this is my BCIT Diploma of Technology and Radio Broadcast. So I did go to BCIT. Does it have the date on here? No, it doesn't. It's actually dusty too, so it's actually quite filthy. But while at BCIT, I had a great opportunity, and that was a chance to speak with the voice of the Vancouver Canucks, which you're actually hearing tonight, John Shorthouse. And so I was lucky enough to set things up that I got to have him on and chat with him. And so me and John Shorthouse, you're going to hear my voice. It's a little different. I had my tonsils removed, so don't laugh too hard. But here for the second intermission today, we're going to have my conversation on Evolution 1079 with Mr. John Shorthouse.
Hi, and welcome to the second quarter of Making Contact on Evolution 1079. As I said in the first quarter, we're now talking with John Shorthouse, the voice of the Vancouver Canucks. He's now in his 9th season as the full-time radio broadcaster for the Canucks, and I'm pretty sure everyone listening has at least heard one game he's called, and I have to say he is my favorite. So, John, how are you doing today?
I'm well. I hope the game everybody heard wasn't last night.
When your mic cut out.
We had a few technical issues at a key time.
It's because you didn't have Mike Whittingham with you.
Well, that could be it. That could be it.
Yeah.
He'd be the first to tell you that. Inside joke, that's our engineer at home games at GM Place.
Could you maybe just talk about when you first got interested in becoming a hockey broadcaster?
When I was a tyke, I've said that I grew up a hockey fan in Vancouver, and if you're a hockey fan in Vancouver, then naturally you tend to grow up a fan of the Canucks, and the Canucks were a terrible team for most of my formative years and through the middle, late 70s and early 80s, save for the one trip to the final in 82, but I always felt that one thing they could lay claim to, despite the fact they were horrid in the standings and had 16 consecutive sub-500 seasons, they could always lay claim to the fact that they had the best play-by-play man in the league, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And I was probably biased because he was about the only one I heard on a regular basis, but that was Jim Robson, and I grew up wanting to be Jim Robson, so I've known for a long time what I wanted to do, and I have tapes dating back to days before my voice had changed, and so I knew early on, and I kind of charted a course for myself to try to get to this point, and that included, going to BCIT. It included, before that, taking typing in grade 9 as opposed to drama, which everyone else was doing, and just making sure I took all the steps so that I would be able to get a job in the industry and hopefully spin that into the job I really wanted.
Now, it is a fairly uncommon job, and there's not that many openings like being the voice of the Vancouver Canucks or any other NHL team for that fact. Having this job at a fairly young age for broadcasting, what's it like achieving what you wanted to? Like, what's it like having your dream come true?
Yeah, it was pretty satisfying when it happened, and I still don't have a bad day on the job. I can't think of one I've had, except maybe when the mic went out last night, or in the last game, I should say. I remember vividly the day I was hired to do the job. I was 28 years old. I'd been at Sports Page for 8 years, starting behind the scenes and eventually graduating to hosting and reporting duties and some production as well. And the day I got hired in July of 1998 will forever be stuck in my mind, in the excitement of realizing that this dream had come true. And a little bit of that dream-like part of it is worn off naturally. You know, we're 10 years in now, but it's still, I think, the best job in the world. I mean, it's you get to go and follow a team you grew up caring about, and follow all their ups and downs, see every minute of every game, and not have to pay for a ticket. So it's a pretty cool job. I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Now you're the radio broadcaster, but you also have done a little bit of television. Is there much of a difference between doing television and radio for calling a hockey game?
Yeah, there can be. For me, at this stage, there isn't, because the TV games I'm doing are simulcasts, and I have to remember first and foremost that my duty is to my radio listeners. So I don't alter my call when I do a simulcast, because I still need to paint that radio picture. But the easiest way to describe it, and I've done this, I think I've told you this before in previous conversations, and the easiest way to describe it is that on television, whoever it is, Jim Houston or Bob Cole or whomever, all they have to say is Naslund. Whereas on radio, I have to say Naslund with the puck, left wing boards at center. Because you're always painting a picture of who has it, where it is, what's going on the ice. So there's a lot more words you have to use, and the trick, I think, the secret, and I'm not sure I've discovered the secret yet. You're always striving to get better, but it's economy of words. You learn how to say the most in the fewest number of words, and you just sort of try to hone that as you move along.
Yeah, and not only economy of words, but also having like a wide variety. You have to have more than just the same thing over and over again. Otherwise, people get bored.
No, it's true. And if and when, and I somewhat often go back and listen to air checks, and that's mostly what I'm listening for. I'm listening for repetition of words, and I say, boy, I'm saying that a lot. Is there another way to say that, or can I come up with a variety of ways to describe something so it doesn't become redundant? And that's something you're always working on. Like I say, you're always trying to get better. You're always learning new tricks of the trade, and I don't think that'll ever change for as long as I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah. Well, they always say that in any job or anything you do in life, if you don't move ahead, you're falling behind.
It's very deep for us. It's very deep.
I try. I was just going to ask, besides going back and listening to your own air checks, what else do you do to prepare to call a game? Do you actually research new words, or how do you prepare yourself to get ready to call a game?
You try to bone up as much as you can and get up to date, obviously, with what's going on with the Canucks, and that's not so hard when you're calling every game. I have a word file on every team in the league, and as we head into each game, I update each player's little bio that I have, and it's sort of trends and stats and milestones and hometowns and all that sort of stuff. So obviously the Canucks I update on a near daily basis, and the other teams I just update as we go along. The internet is a great tool. I mean, I can read every daily in every city in North America and know what's going on with every team, pretty much. Mm-hmm. And the satellite's a great tool as well. You have the opportunity to see as many games as you want. For me, the center ice package is maybe not the best investment in the world, because I'm out of town so much, mm-hmm. and even when I am in town, I'm working a lot. I have 2 little kids, but even the opportunity to tape a game or 2 a week of some of the teams that we have that we're going to be facing, mm-hmm. And a chance to watch them play ahead of time and see who's playing with who, what they're saying on their broadcast. It's so helpful. So that's pretty cool as well. So it's become a lot easier through the years. Mm-hmm. It's really just a case of how much time you're willing to put in order to be as prepared as possible. Mm-hmm.
Now, not only that, not even calling the game, but during the whole broadcast, you have to put out liners. And for those who don't know what that is, talking about products, or this game is brought to you by, do you have like a bunch of just papers in front of you just to read at certain occasions?
Yeah, I have a binder. I have two binders. I have one, which is the cue sheet, and that's for when we throw to break, and we throw to break numerous times throughout the night, as you can imagine, and it's all pretty structured. There's 3 90-second commercial breaks within each period of the hockey game. And you learn to know when they're going to be coming in terms of manpower situations on the ice and how much time is on the clock. So there's a bit of a secret formula to it, but once you've done it for a while, you know exactly when the commercials are coming. Then I have another binder which is full of the sponsorship stuff you talked about. So the puck drop credits and the goalie credits and the keys to the game and the coach's comments and the power play contest and the score and win contest. And there's a lot of paperwork, and the thing people may not understand, and not trying too hard to give ourselves a big pat on the back, but it's just the two of us, really, Tom and I. And Mike Whittingham, the aforementioned one, would probably argue a bit because he helps us out on the home games. But really, we have to be self-sufficient because on the road, we're on our own. And so we have to, keep track of all the things, make sure we get all the sponsor mentions in, and that we don't miss anybody, and do it at the appropriate time, hopefully without missing a goal. So it can be a bit of an air traffic controller type situation, but I think we managed to do a pretty good job of it.
I think there's more than a number of people that would probably agree with that. Okay, well, that makes sense. Just to have all that prep is, I'm assuming that there's just, how many hours would you say you prep for a game in a day?
Well, between prepping and writing and filing reports and appearing live on the various shows on the All Sports station, which was a bit of an adjustment coming from an all-news station where they didn't want as much of our time, and that's not a slam. It's just been a different can of worms. But between all that, it's a full day. I mean, I get up at about 6:30 and start reading and researching and doing live hits, and take a short break in the afternoon after going to the rink. We go to the rink in the morning, visit the two teams, watch their practice, do some interviews, come home, grab a quick bite, do a little more work up until about 2 o'clock, and then I try to take a break of some length and maybe either go for a walk or lie down on the couch for a little bit at some point between 2 and 4. And then 4 o'clock, I'm off to the rink, interview the coach for the coach's show, have a quick bite to eat there, and then it's up to do the pregame show, and away we go until about 10 o'clock when we head home. So it's a full day. And you learn to, there's a lot of time management. There's a lot of deadlines within the day. And again, you just learn to meet those, and it's all time management. And I guess the tricky part comes when you're traveling to different time zones, and you have to try to figure out when all your deadlines are. But again, you get kind of used to that as the seasons go on.
Okay. Last question. Most people wouldn't answer this one, but if somebody wants to take your job someday, what do they need to do to get started on that?
I thought you were going to say, how much do you make? That's usually when people say, well, most people won't answer this. What do they need to do? They need to have a passion for it, first of all. I always harken back to when I started at Sports Page. And before you even got to the next stage of the interview process to work on that show, the very first thing you had to do was write a general knowledge sports quiz. And if you didn't score, I think, between 80 and 90% minimum, you didn't even get to the next stage of talking to the producer. There needs to be a passion for it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the Canucks. It can be the sport. It can be another team. It can be whatever. But you need to be into it. So there's that. I would say practice. I started in my basement. And did it for many years into a tape recorder with buddies or by myself, and I did different sports as well, but hockey was certainly the one I felt I was best at. And, then when I landed the job at Sports Page after going through BCIT, I continued to practice. I'd go up into the rafters of the Coliseum and call games where nobody could see me. And that's really all you can do, and try to find a way into the industry, continue to hone your skills, and hopefully someday your dream will come true, because mine certainly did. And this is going to sound corny, but I totally believe in the power of positive thinking, and I'm not any kind of zealot in any sense. I'm not a religious person or anything like that, but I used to do a lot of visualization of this happening. I remember vividly, in some the sort of early and mid-'90s when I was working at Sports Page, and I'd take my dog Moses for a walk in the woods at UBC out in the Pacific Spirit Park, and I would just mentally image me getting the job that I wanted and working as play-by-play guy for the Canucks. And lo and behold, it happened. So I'm not saying that your wishes are going to come true, but if you work at them and you believe in them, then maybe they will.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you very much for doing the interview, and I really appreciate it, taking some of your time today. And I guess I'll see you around at the Canucks game, hopefully.
Yeah, thanks, man. I enjoyed it.
That was John Shorthouse, voice of the Vancouver Canucks. Thanks for listening to this half hour of Making Contact. Up next is Alex Grebenyak with former Vancouver Canuck Darcy Rhoda. You're listening to Making Contact on Evolution 107.9.
All right, back to the bar. You guys are having some weird conversations during that interview. Oh, let's see. Let's go back and just have a quick look before the Canucks game gets back started. Wow, is that Russ? No bass in his voice. Yep. KJ, I got my tonsils removed. I missed my graduation ceremony because I had to have tonsil surgery. Can you imagine having tonsillitis 4 times while at radio school? It was not fun. So I've seen a video of Tio's. Yeah, that was Russ before he started eating meat. Toymaker can't stand Gadzik. Yeah, I hate having Gadzik. We need to get a petition going to get him removed from Canucks broadcast. Oh no, the curse. Laugh out loud, Toymaker. KJ. WTF has Zoe been going on about? Beats me, KJ. Not the first time. Good, bud, I hope. Mike Torrance. Calvin says bugs banging each other in fruits to grow to make or something. Calvin, they bang their siblings, LOL. We need 2024 Shorty on here. Yeah, who knows? We'll see. It's been a long time since I've chatted with him, but you never know. Maybe we can get him on at some point. We'll have to look ahead and see. Maybe there's a game he's not calling. It's such a weird but funny story to listen to. I don't eat figs for that reason. Yeah, because of the bug sex. Read the part about the family being against each other. Learn the rules. Learn the rules. Shorty is so good at his job. Such a throwback with Shorthouse. The way they dressed back then makes young people look so old. Yeah, Gary, it's weird because you'll picture everyone in that style of clothing, but how old is this video? That was when I was at BCIT. So, I mean, we're talking like 15 or 17 years or something like that. Like, it was a long time ago. That would have been like 17 years, I would say. It's been at least 17 years. Calvin, it's fruit. Not sure how to describe it, though. Not really anything comparable. The video I was talking about, Big Hog. I need to see Gladiator. Yeah, I saw that commercial. I want to see Gladiator as well. Puck's about to get dropped for the third period here. That's my fave team, Shorthouse, Thompson, and Murphy. There it is. Puck is dropped. 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. Canucks with a minute left in the power play. See if they can get something going here. Nice, fresh, clean ice here. But they can't get the puck. Oh, they intercept it. There it is. Garland. Oh, Garland and Besser. Canucks controlling the puck. Quinn Hughes taking it down low. Spins on the half boards. Puts it back over to Petey. Petey misses the pass. Puck goes all the way down the ice. Now Besser's back to collect the puck to prevent Buffalo from getting it. And Petey puts it, or Besser puts it up to Hughes. Back over to Petey. Speed through center ice. Drag through, move through. And then Quinn Hughes collects the puck. Pedersen over to Myers. Myers, the shot gets blocked. Malenstad with the block. And now taking the puck into the Canucks zone, gets knocked down. Are you calling that a penalty? That is insane. Yeah, earliest 2000s. It was like 2007 or 2008, I think. What a BS call. That is absolute BS. The refs are on drugs. Smoking the devil's lettuce. Yeah, now I'm looking at chat. This is where you guys start talking about like figs and like oh, and good, you know, sometimes you like to have a nice solid soft poop, I guess. Keeps you regular if you eat the figs. Gotta be drugs. What a dumb call. What was that call? At Major Chow, leave and go to Toronto. We need you. Major Chow is calling the PK. Calvin saying, yep. So now a minute 30 left to go for the Buffalo Sabres on their fourth power play of the game. Pass got combobulated, and then the puck goes all the way down the ice. Minute 15 left to go on the power play for Buffalo in this third period. 1-1 tie. Refs are smoking whatever Zoe is. Exactly, Hog. Yeah, we need to get Major Tau to Toronto. Lankinen with another save with just under a minute left to go in the power play. Hachigo's like, big Hog, yes, let's score. Let's score on the shorthand. Yes, because we all know the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Trevor Linden. This guy right here. He was a great on the penalty kill. I'm sure he got a couple penalty kill goals in his time. Yep, B-Dog's right. That is a 12-ply call. No, guys, I'm generally asking what the call was. It was cross-checking. They called Pedersen for cross-checking. Because the guy fell down the ice like a little baby. Wah! Cross-checking. Hachiko, I can't watch the game. Oh, my goodness. Lankin with the first save. Rebound came out, and then the puck went wide. Yeah, Hachiko says can't watch the game. It was against Pedersen, so Pedersen is currently in the penalty box. Another shot put wide. Yeah, B-Dog saying 2 minutes for touching. Where did the bad man touch you? Glove saved by Lankinen. 8 seconds left to go in the power play. No, it wasn't Quinn with another cross check. He's a savage now. What an absolute goon. Bunch of goons, eh? And Zachary's like, let's Vancouver. Let's Vancouver. Let's Vancouver. It wasn't a cross check. Well, I mean, technically sort of. But it was just one of those ones where like he barely touched him. The guy threw himself to the ice, so. Charlie. Oh, damn, my narrative won't stick, laugh out loud. Yeah, Jacob, you're right. They are babies. Yeah, Juleson clears it up from the front of the net. Hronek clearing the man out behind the net. Just smash him down. Power play's over. Canucks carry out. Pedersen's out of the box. Besser's in with him. Sabres collect the puck in their own zone and carry out to center ice. Quinn Hughes stumbles a bit. Brandstrom rings it in around the boards. Bluger collects the puck. Does well to get it down low to DeBrusk. DeBrusk fighting, gets yanked. There'll be a penalty. That's a holding. So the Canucks will pull Lankinen and try and get a little extra power play time, going 6-on-5, as long as Buffalo doesn't touch the puck. Hughes puts it behind to DeBrusk. Brusk puts it up to... Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. The Canucks just put it back into their own zone, and it went wide. Oh, it actually had the juice to get back there. Oh, my goodness. Third period poll. How many ply toilet paper do you prefer? All right. That's the poll question. You wanted it, Gary. What ply toilet paper do you like? 1 ply? 2 ply? 4 ply? toilet paper? Question mark. There's your poll question, brought to you by Gary Wiseman, the funniest man in chat. Hachiko, get P to the Walrus, quick! Lankinen's pads remind me of someone who can't think. Someone can't think of who. Oh, okay. Let's Vancouver. What's happening? Darlene and the two captains gather, having a little chat. Something's happening. What's going on? Might be a double minor? Yeah, Dave Tomlinson agrees with all of us. So it's a 4-minute power play. So he was lipping off. Thanks, Jay. See, this is Jay. Jay's the man with the stats. I ask a question and Jay gets it. So he's throwing a hissy fit in the box. So he got an extra 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike. Canucks win the draw, which is good. 4-minute power play here. Pedersen tries to put it down low, but couldn't get it to go. Byram clears it out to center ice. Yeah, so Linden scored 15 shorthanded goals in his time with the Canucks. 18 overall. DeBrusque comes in offside. Toronto Maple Leafs versus Tampa Bay Lightning tomorrow night, Saturday, 7 o'clock. Big Hog, oh my God, Canucks almost pulled a Utah Hockey Club. Yeah, but here, see, you have to remember, Big Hog, we call the own goal, that is the Louis Eriksson here in Vancouver. Quinn Hughes on the line, just doing magic as usual on the blue line. Oh, off the post! That looked like it might have been off the corner between the crossbar and the post, right to the front of the net. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the power play. Hughes down low to PD on the half boards, down low to DeBrusque. Puck gets by him, tips it over to Garland. Garland puts it back up to the low. Besser over across to Pedersen. Pedersen tries to control the puck, gets it back, gets it down low, up to Hughes on the point. Besser collects it right in front, right to Garland, and they score! Vancouver! Power play goal before the 2 minutes is over. That means the Canucks have a full 2 minutes left on the power play. The Canucks take the lead. How does that feel? You want to throw another hissy fit in the penalty box? Take another penalty? Right across. Pedersen does well not to lose the puck. Gets it down low to DeBrusque. DeBrusque puts it up to Hughes. Hughes puts it down low to, and then Besser on the half boards put it down to Garland all alone beside the net. Little tap in there. Besser down to Garland. Beautiful. Good look. And I know the goalie was thinking shot there. That's Besser. You think he's shooting it? No, he doesn't. He's putting it down low to Garland all alone. Taps it into the empty net. Bang. Beauty goal. Woo! And Major Tau with another gifted sub. Redbeard's World with a free membership to Nothing is Perfect. You're very welcome, Redbeard's World. Thanks for watching. Now you're a member of the stream, courtesy of Major Tau, the man with the money, out cleaning gutters. But he isn't too busy to donate to Dobby's College Fund. Thank you very much, Major Tau. I appreciate you. You're the man. You're an absolute legend. Major Tau with another gifted sub. Matt, you love to see it. And then Dave is like, Aruba. Besser with a shot. Thought it might have gotten through. Didn't get through. Big Hog, goal, goal, goal. And KJ's like, Garley, goal, goal, goal. And Calvin just put some smiling Trevor Linden in the chat. Mike Torrance, woohoo. And Calvin with the Orca goal emoji in the chat. You love to see it. And Jay's like, yeah, 15 shorthanded goals. Matt, watching the feature, saw the goal before we all did. Hachiko putting the Orca goal in the chat. Is Lindy Ruff still coaching the Sabres? Lindy Ruff is coaching the Sabres again. It's the second time. Garland is now at 87 and Hutt. Getting the upgrade. Sneaky Garley. And Zach's like, yeah, he is sneaky. And B-Dog's like, woo-hoo! 50 seconds left to go in the power play, but Buffalo carries it out. McLeod puts the puck to the net. Lankinen saves it. The Canucks recollect the puck. About 35 seconds left to go. Pettersson carries it in over the blue line, drops it down for DeBrus, gets it down to Petey, who relays it over to Besser, up to Garland on the other half boards, gets tripped, no call. Pettersson and Hughes exchanging passes up to the top of the slot. Hughes loses the handle, puts it down low. Pettersson tries to give it to Garland, but Garland can't get the shot off, and then Buffalo intercepts the puck. Short-handed chance. Lankinen pokes the puck away. And all the way up, here's a 2-on-1. Oh, Brock Besser throws on the brakes and then gives the puck away in the Buffalo zone. The power play is now over. And everyone, you'll be happy to know my wife is home safe from work. Dobby's happy to see her. Canucks lead 2-1. Concussions still hurt Besser, unfortunately. Dave saying 31. Yeah, Calvin pointing out another gifted sub from Major Tau. Yeah, Gary Wiseman. I think Major Tau is Father Christmas in disguise. And Calvin's like, facts, Gary. And Big Hog's like, yep, for sure. My love, Hachiko says hello. Hachiko, my wife says hello. Gary Wiseman, he was coaching the Sabres back in the late 90s. Yeah, so Lindy Ruff was hired. Let's see if I'll look it up. Lindy Ruff. Oh, wow, that's whacked. Okay. Let's go to his Wikipedia page. Oh, okay, here it is. Here, I'll show you guys. So, Buffalo Sabres first tenure, July 21st, 1997 was hired. Took them all the way to the Cup Finals. We all remember that. Dallas Stars beat them when Brett Hull scored the very controversial foot in the crease goal to win that. And then, let's see. Dallas Stars, New York Rangers, New Jersey Devils, and then back to Buffalo. So he was just hired earlier this year in the spring, April 22nd, 2024. Was rehired as head coach of the Buffalo Sabres. Yeah, so this is the second time that he has been the coach of Buffalo. Back to the bar. And Dustin just sent me a message. He's just out picking up his kid from school. So he may be a little bit late for the post-game show, but we'll see what happens here. We'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear on this Black Friday nooner game. And Pettersson did really good on that power play just to make sure that puck stayed in Canucks control. Yeah, Garland just getting lost in the fray. You love to see it. Yes. Yeah, Matt is really watching from the future. It's wild. KJ, hello, Miss Holiday. Jacob, old PD would have shot that. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Chico, gonna go eat. I better see a win when I finish buy all. B-Dog saying, take it down 20%. Big Hog says, bye, Chico. Gary Osman saying, timeout incoming. Got 11:45 left to go in the third period here. Canucks lead 2-1 off a Connor Garland goal on the power play. Tage Thompson controlling in the high slot. And Joshua dives and pokes it out to center ice. Which regulars are we missing today? Drew, I haven't seen Drew. Drewski's not here. KJ says, wow, lots of early games coming up. Yep. Yeah, we got a 9:30 game on Sunday morning, which we will be live for. And we're also going to be having Canuck Clay joining the show during the second intermission. Suter in on a breakaway. Shoot, scores! Who called it? Somebody said it earlier. Suter with the chance early, and then he scores! Looks like his parents are in the crowd and everything. Here's Suter with the goal, giving the Canucks the 3-1 lead. You love to see it. Yeah, Big Mac's not around. Drew and Jake's Takes. Yeah, Jake's Takes is literally at work right now. Matt says, woo! Calvin Charlie says, goal, goal, goal. And Zach like, I'm not around. I'm not really here. Jay says 3-1, Suter with a breakaway. And Fuji is still in jail. Seems like not sure if he made it into the regular season. Suter scores. Gary says, I'm not here. Jacob says Suter. Big Hog says bang. Jacob says, I love Suter. And Mike Torrance says, woohoo! Big Hog with goal, goal, goal. And B-Duck says, wow, sweet. Yeah, block in the Canucks zone. We're gonna put Major Tau in the short house, the poorhouse right now. There's just like Buffalo Sabres everywhere. It's a hand pass, so they blow it down. Canucks score a goal, and Major Tau once again has donated a gifted sub. And Brian Hamber getting the free membership on another generous donation from Major Tau. You love to see it. Hashtag you love to see it. Thank you again, Major Tau. Out there working hard, putting Dobby through college. You love to see it. I appreciate you very much, brother. With your help, we will be able to get to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate you very much, Major. Great assist, yeah. Blocked shot equals assist, I guess. Then Big Hog. Major is Santa confirmed. Ho, ho, ho. W for Major Tau. Dave's like, I just put my hand through my ceiling while I was jumping. Gotta be careful. Gary Wiseman, are you Tyler Myers in disguise? It's like a Super Mario moment. Ha! Yeah, there he is. He's not shy about it. Major Tau is, in fact, Santa Claus. Big Mac's like, boom! Major Tau laughing, peacing, putting some eggplants in the chat. And Dave's admitting, yes, Dave is, in fact, Tyler Myers. Tyler Myers' evil twin. Lankinen with a beautiful save on a cross ice pass. Robbing. Lankinen becomes Blankinen in an instant. That's wild. Covering that bottom side of the net. Keeping the score at 3-1. Dave says, let's go, boys. Major Tau, I think it's funny how all the people who aren't talking are getting outed with the memberships. Yeah, that's the real reason. You're not even really excited about the Canucks scoring. You just want to see all the people who are watching without actually saying anything in the chat, eh? Major Tau, the most generous man in chat, donating another membership to the channel. I think we're up to like 20-something. Especially with Dustin showing up, donating 10 memberships right off the bat. KJ Tau out here doing the Lord's work. Zach, I see your message, but I will not put it in the chat. I didn't know the Lord's gifts outed subs. I'm hungry right now. What are you going to have? What are you going to eat there, Calvin? Oh, so you're Tyler Myers and you're a ceiling contractor, so it's all sorted. So you smash it only so you can build it back up again. Because sometimes that's what creation is all about. It's about breaking something so you can create it, right? Major Tao, great to see the Canucks getting it done. Woo! Who scored the third? It was none other than the Swiss Army knife, Mr. Pius Suter. I think that's his like 8th goal of the season or something like that too, right? Pull it up here. Yeah, Pius Suter with his 8th goal of the season. The block from Connor Garland when it ends up being an assist. And then Connor Garland also with his 7th of the season. Quinn Hughes now has 19 assists so far this season, which is wild. And then Jake Brusco, the first one for the Canucks, the 7th of the season, with Pius Suter getting his 5th assist, Brock Besser getting his 6th assist. So Besser has 2 assists so far tonight. Yeah, wild. I'm back from eating. Suter. Great save, Lankinen. Slay. Dave wishes that he was Tyler Myers. Hachiko has to change back to the dark side again. So, Calvin, what happened was Hachiko bailed on us and got put the Buffalo Sabres symbol in his name. But if you look closely, you'll actually see that the Buffalo Sabre that is currently in his profile picture is Tyler Myers. Lankinen's a wall. Suter on Broadway. I don't think they have Broadway in Buffalo. It's New York, but not New York, New York. Close, Gary, but no cigar. Mike Torrance saying, wow. Big Mac, I'm here. Oh, okay, so Big Mac is here, but working, so just listening mainly. Puck goes in front, right through the crease. 8 minutes left to go in the third period. Canucks lead 3-1. And Hronek collects the puck, gets to the blue line, and then Sherwood chops it out to center. Canucks only have 4 shots this period. Buffalo has 12. The puck goes off of Juleson, so it won't be an icing call. Juleson puts the puck over to Hronek. Hronek off the glass, out to center ice. Besser almost collects the puck at center. Can't quite collect it, though. But then Buffalo forgets what the main rule of the game is, to not ice the puck. Although maybe they've already baked the cake. They've already got it cooling. They're waiting because they're so excited that their expansion cousins are going to get a win after getting a loss last game. So they're getting some icing. But you know what? I don't care if you're making a cake for Vancouver. You need to learn the rules. Jacob says, I do demolition. I don't think I could break it down. And Dave says, yes, sir. Gary, build me up, Buttercup, just to let me down. Mario of the ceilings. The destroyer and the creator. Well done, Hughes. Hughes with 4 assists away from becoming the best D-man assist leader in Canucks history. Interesting. Big Hog with the facts coming in. That's crazy for Quins. Congratulations. Yeah. 19 assists so far. Canucks lose another faceoff. Yeah, the faceoffs have turned after a good couple periods. The Canucks are now down to 43% on the faceoff dot. Puck goes through the front of the Buffalo net, but not a dangerous chance. It just slides into the corner. It looks like the Buffalo Sabres have brought the puck in offside. Hachiko, I gotta pet my cat again for every goal, even more goals. Is that what happened? You started petting your cat, Hachiko, and suddenly they scored? Who do we think has more luck, by the way? Who gives this stream more luck? Is it Dobby or Hachiko's cat? Oh my goodness. So let's finish the poll question here. What ply toilet paper do you like? Nobody likes the 1 ply. 47% of you are saying the 2-ply is good enough. But I do want to point out that 26% of you say toilet paper and 26% of you are the bougie 4-ply people. But yeah, everyone's satisfied with your standard 2-ply toilet paper. And then Buffalo scores because I'm talking about toilet paper. That's what I get. That's what I get. Talking about toilet paper, Buffalo scores to make it 3-2. 1-goal game. Cousins. Oh, Cousins is the one who took the penalty and then took another penalty while flailing around in the penalty box. Hard shot, blocker side, gets it through a crowd. I think Lankinen didn't see it early enough. There you go, Zach. Go Canucks. Now you got it. I'll read that one. I'll put that one on the screen. Big Hog, I have a hockey game today. Wish me luck. Everyone wish Big Hog some luck. Oh, the puck was still loose, but they blew the whistle down. Van Michael, like, oh, I think I just jinxed it. Crap. Did you just show up, Van Michael, and they scored immediately? Canucks being outshed again, but still leading the game makes me glad it's flanking, not she loves the net. Yeah, Van Michael. I wonder if you did jinx it. We won't blame you for that one. We won't blame you at all, Van Michael. Welcome to Nothing is Perfect, Van Michael. It's good to have you. I don't think I've seen you in here before, brother. Major Tau, Canucks shooting percentage is super high. They just don't shoot. Yeah. Big Hog's going to score a Hattie. Zoe putting the little video game character in the goal in chat. Dave, my new vehicle registration is LN43 LLGP. LN43. Yeah. Good luck, Big Hog. Quinn Hughes is slowly catching up to Makar in points by defensemen so far this season. It's good to see. Love Hughes. KJ saying Dobby is more lucky. Big Hog's like, Hachiko, please stop. Puck goes into the Vancouver bench. We're going to get a little commercial break here. Gary Wiseman. Dave, this is the part where you punch your ceiling on the other side. Should even things out. Yeah. Don't want to have one hole. You got to have 2 holes up there, right? Big Hog saying Dobby's more lucky. Jay was pointing out that Buffalo had scored. Van Michael, yep. I'm totally new here. Never heard of this channel before. Just stumbled here by luck. So immediately subscribe because biggest diehard Canucks fan here. Very cool, man. Yep, we've been doing this ever since the start of the preseason, Van Michael, and we've been here for every single Vancouver Canucks game, and we will be here for every single Vancouver Canucks game for the rest of the season. So thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. We appreciate it. We're pushing for 1,000 subscribers. We're slowly getting there. And so, you know, Michael, we are going to be having a stream during the game on Sunday morning, 9:30 a.m. It's going to be the earliest game we've ever done here on Nothing is Perfect. I'm Russell Holiday. And during the game on Sunday against the Detroit Red Wings at 9:30 a.m., during the second intermission, we're going to have the legend Canuck Clay joining the show to chat about the Canucks and his channel. So make sure you stay tuned for the next stream coming up. Should be a lot of fun. I think Canuck Clay might be the nicest man in Canucks media. An absolute gem. Dave, my head this time. Yeah, you got to jump so high you put your head right through it. And so I was like, Dave's not here, man. That's crazy. He does a double stack pad. Connor Garland double stacks the pad and kicks it out, and then that's how Suter got his breakaway. 5:52 left to go in the third period. Buffalo dumps the puck in down low. Hronek and Besser are there, and Petey as well, trying to dig the puck out. Keeping the rugby play on the boards. And then a pass back to the blue line goes all the way down to the Buffalo zone. Buffalo did their the Canucks job and cleared the puck out. Now Buffalo dumps the puck in again. Brandstrom into the corner. Suter's there as well. Hronek. Back up to the blue line. Benson at the blue line now. Power hits the bar and it comes out. Posting out. And then the puck deflects in front and ends up in the net. Buffalo ties the game. Gross. YouTube put me in timeout earlier today. Somebody tipped it in front. It went off Tuck's head and in. Couple bounces and the Buffalo Sabres have tied the game. Here you go, Hachiko. You need to learn your lesson. I put Hachiko in a 10-second timeout. Boo, Buffalo. The Canucks only have 5 shots in this period. Buffalo has 17, so we got to tie a game with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the game. Sassinen puts it to the front of the net. Now the Canucks have taken a penalty. Whoa, that's not great. Blueger taking an interference penalty. Oh, and he just trips the guy. The guy just flops down. Goes off Cousins and then tucks head and into the net. What a wild bounce. They're playing Limp Bizkit rolling in the arena. I love Limp Bizkit. Haven't heard that in 15 years. David W., another Canucks penalty. Blueger for tripping. They called it interference, even though it was tripping. Juleson takes the puck off the back. Blocked the shot, but took it in a soft spot. Goes to the bench. Myers onto the ice in a penalty killing role. Buffalo controls. Canucks boxing him out for now. Tyler Myers does well to collect the puck, puts it over to Garson. Susie chips it out. Was a bit of a weak backhand, but it manages to get it all the way down. Oh. Myers blocks a pass or a shot, and that one looks like it hurt. Now he collects the puck and scoops it down the ice. So 2 Canucks have taken a block shot in a weak spot, and looks like it stung him a bit. Tuck puts the puck wide. There's a mouthful. Tuck puts the puck wide. Yeah, called interference, but was definitely a trip. Yeah. I mean, I think they called it interference because it was kind of a whole bunch of things. Kind of like hooked his stick and then also tripped him. Can you call it tripping when the guy doesn't have the puck? I think no matter what it is, it's probably interference if the guy doesn't have the puck. Good stick by Heinen to take the stick of power in front. Isn't able to get a shot off. Canucks collect the puck again and get it out to center ice where Bluger's just coming out of the penalty box. So the Canucks kill it off. Oh my goodness. I can get down with this. Calvin putting some Dobby in the chat. Some Christmas Dobby. Big Hog starting the wave. Wave. It's okay as long as Suter isn't in the box. He can still score. Krebs and Juleson getting into it. Yeah, because Krebs crashed the net and poked Lankinen in the glove, even though he already had it covered. So the Canucks made sure to let him know that they were not happy about the situation. KJ get a new pair of shoes. So Van Michael is saying, okay, let's have PD get the game-winning goal. Let's go. PD. Let's go, PD. Let's go, PD. Buffalo has taken a timeout. Lindy Ruff on the bench, telling his players what he wants. Haven't heard that since WrestleMania. I think it's supposed to be saying WrestleMania. Okay, timeout is over. KJ spending $320. Gary says, I'll buy one of your shoes off you for 160. Well, what are you going to do with one shoe? $133 left to go. Tied 3-3 in the third period. Canucks being outshot 32-20. Pettersson wins the faceoff, which is great to see. All the way out to center ice. So now Buffalo's iced the puck with 1-2-3 left to go in the third period because they clearly don't understand the rules. Learn the rules. Learn the rules. You must learn the rules. Dave says my nerves are shattered. Canucks win another draw in the offensive zone this time. Quinn Hughes walks the blue line. Got Tuck all over him. Gets the puck down below the net. DeBrus can't get it. We haven't seen a lot of Sherwood or Hoglander in this game either. Oh my goodness. DeBrus carries it out to center. Pokes it in. And the Canucks will probably start to change. 52 seconds left to go in the third period. Pettersson's on the ice still. Dahlin puts it up to center. Buffalo scoops it in. Just over the blue line. The Canucks collect it and skate out. Garland puts it down low. Suter out there with Garland. Peterka puts it all the way down into the Canucks zone. But offside. Quinn is offside. Now all the Buffalo fans are confused about what's going on. David W. Gary and Calvin, Charlie. Some Sportsnet 650 shows are broadcast on TV. There are plenty of video clips posted to the radio's Twitter page, including Halford and Bruff show. Another offensive zone face-off for the Canucks with 28 seconds left to go in the game. Another win. Down low behind Heinen. Heinen gets a little room. Puts it to the front of the net. Rebound, but no Canucks there to collect it. Now the Canucks collect the puck at center ice, shoot it down behind the Buffalo net again. 12 seconds left to go in the game. Buffalo rings it around the boards. Canucks collect it. Myers pokes it, but can't get it to control of it. Susie steps up and lays his man down. And Buffalo fans are like, what? You're allowed to hit? What is this? It's hockey, Buffalo. You need to figure it out that you're playing hockey. So, the first overtime game of the season. The Canucks had 4 overtime or shootout games in October. They have not had any overtime or shootout games in November. So the very first game to go past regulation for the Canucks this entire month. Doing it on the last game of the month. Yeah, let's see. I'll pull it up here. So the Canucks in October went to overtime 4 times. And they ended up, let's see. They lost to the Flames in 6-5 in OT. They lost to Philly 3-2 in a shootout. They beat Florida 3-2 in overtime. And then they lost to Carolina 4-3 in overtime. All right, everyone, throw your predictions in the chat. Who do you think is the OT winner? Who's the OT hero for the Vancouver Canucks? Who do I think is going to score? I think Brock Besser. Brock Besser scores the goal for the Canucks to win the game. What do you guys think? We're going to start off with Pettersson, DeBrusk, and Hughes out there. And then the Sabres have McLeod, Thompson, and Dahlin to start. But I think it's going to be Besser. Calvin thinks that it's going to be Quinn Hughes on a one-timer. Canucks win the face-off to start, which is good. Gary thinks it's going to be DeBrusk. Zach thinks it's going to be Pettersson. Pettersson carries it in, drops it at the blue line. Quinn Hughes with a little bit of space because it's 3-on-3. DeBrusk rotates down low. Petey leaves it for Hughes. Hughes shoots. I think it might have gone off the goal stick of Buffalo's goalie, just wide. Dave thinks it's going to be Hughes. Hughes carrying it in. Walking to the front of the net, through the slot, goes around the whole net, comes back out front, over to Garland. Garland's shot is blocked. Hughes gets back in time to make sure that they can collect the puck. Oh, and Lankinen passed it out. Garland didn't expect that, but managed to get back. Garland through center. Takes it into the corner. Keeps control of the puck over to Besser. Besser to Brandstrom. Leaves it for Garland. Garland takes the drop. Oh, Besser tries to get the one-timer. Can't connect. Brandstrom does well. They keep control. Good work by Brandstrom. Now the Canucks will take the puck out. They're going to change Garland. And then they're going to, look at Besser's going to carry it in. Drops the pass. And then Canucks put it all the way back down to Kevin Lankinen to control the puck. 3:20 left to go in the overtime period. Hughes is back on the ice. David W. thinks it's going to be Quinn Hughes or EP40. Sherwood out there. Hughes goes all the way behind the net again. Keeps it just onside. Skates back down. Suter with a shot that's blocked with a stick. Then Hughes puts it all the way back down into the Canucks zone where Lankinen collects it. I don't think Buffalo's had control of the puck yet. Suter has it behind his own net. 2:43 left to go in overtime. Big Hog thinks it's Hughesy with the game-winning goal. Canucks changing again. Pettersson back onto the ice with Brandstrom. Pedersen puts it off the half boards back for DeBrusque. Pedersen battling in the corner, comes out with the puck. Brandstrom gets to the blue line, but can't hold it on side. Now he skates in. Tries to get to the front of the net. Ends up giving up the puck. So with only 2 minutes left to go in the game, Buffalo touches the puck for the first time. Or in the overtime. Buffalo now tries to get a change. Got Brandstrom out there with Pedersen and DeBrusque. Hughes gets walked a little bit, or Pedersen gets walked. Thompson gets robbed by Lankinen. What an amazing save. Lankinen keeping his team in this game with 1:30 left. Canucks control. Quinn Hughes with the puck in his own zone, letting his teammates change. And then they'll go on another foray into the offensive zone. Garland carrying it through. Gets hooked down. No call. Quinn Hughes controls. High slot. Button hooks. Still controls. Skates down to the hash marks. And then Garland in front of the net. Picks up the rebound. Puts it into the gaping net. The Canucks win the game. Canucks score! Oh my gosh. Kevin Lankinen with an amazing save. And then the puck comes back into the control of the Canucks. Quinn Hughes doing everything he can to keep the puck. Shot on net, goes wide, and then Garland on the rebound, scoops it in from his knees on the backhand, through his own legs, wins the game. Canucks take it. Hachiko, let's go with the goal. You finally used the emojis properly. Milan in the chat. First time seeing it. Welcome, Milan. Good time to show up. Let's go. Hachiko, I never gave up hope. Canucks win, David W. KJ called it with the call. Calvin with the goal emoji in the chat. KJ, Garley, Matt, woo. Jay Bacot. Whoa, Garlic. Big hog. What a save. Oh my goodness. Calvin, let's go. Attaboy, Garland. Milan, Garley. Big hog hockey. Bang. Van. Michael. Oh yeah, baby. Michael Torrance. Woohoo. Garland, 88 and Hunt. Let's go. Jacob Lankinen and Big Hog's like, goal, goal, goal. And B-Dog's like, beautiful. And Milan's like, let's go. Big win. Absolutely. You love to see it. Let's, okay. I'm just yelling at you now. I'm sure you guys don't mind me just yelling at you, but a good way to close out the month. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's not how you spell it. There we go. Oh, okay. Gary Wiseman laugh out loud. Garland did exactly the same thing on it at the first goal. Yep. Just tapping it in. Just tap it in. Tap, tap, tappy, tappy-roo. Matt's like, in lanky, we trust. Big hog, yeah, in between the legs. Dave says, holy Mackinac. I mean, yeah, we can say that. Wrong team to call it on, but Major Tau keeping it going. The fourth time, his fourth gifted membership this game. Chris Simons with the gifted membership from Major Tau. Congratulations, Chris Simon. Welcome to the Nothing is Perfect memberships. And that means you can do things like Calvin just did, putting the sparkling Trevor Linden smile in the chat. You feeling pretty happy back there, Trevor? Yeah, he is. Look at that big smile. He's happy the Canucks won. Big Mac, boom. Yeah, and that's the 20th assist of the season for Quinn Hughes. Major Tau, thank you again for another gifted donation. Jacob Cozy says, gnarly goal. Gary Wiseman went behind the goal. Yep. And Andy Gisal, welcome. Haven't seen you so far tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just came home from school. This is what I come back to, so it's great. Yep. Good timing, Andy. You showed up at just the time. Milan, thank you very much for the sub. I very much appreciate that. We have been here for every single Canucks game starting in the preseason this year. We're going to be here for every single Canucks game. This is Nothing is Perfect. I'm Russell Holiday. We're having a lot of fun here. What a way to finish that. A nooner in New York, and the Canucks managed to beat their expansion cousins. Great to see, because that got a little scary. We were winning 3-1. We were definitely being outplayed in that period, but they managed to come back, and as Zach said, we got the win. And Major Chow's like, woo! And then gifting that sub. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Gary Wiseman, Hughes tying Edler's career assists in 500 fewer games is an insane stat. Gary Wiseman, this guy is actually pretty good. Big dog, I was screaming too. Yeah, I woke Dobby up from his nap. I'm sorry, Dobby. It was just very exciting. And he's like, wow. Hughes with a 3-point night. Yeah, I believe Hughes did have a 3-point night tonight. Let's have a quick look. I'll pull it up here. So he assisted on Connor Garland's first goal. And then he assisted on that. So Hughes had 2 points tonight. 2 points for Hughes tonight. But Connor Garland with 2 goals tonight. And that was, Hughes' 20th assist of the season. Connor Garland also had that's a 3-point night for Connor Garland. KJ Hughes is the truth. Milan, Trevor's happy. I'm happy. Yep. There it is. Got the sparkle smile, Trevor Linden in the chat. Big Hog, Canucks are the best team in the NHL at keeping games close against bad teams. They should be smoking. Nah, Big Hog. Like I said, Buffalo's not a bad team. Buffalo's actually been playing really, really well. Dave says, time to remodel. Yeah, B-Dog's right. Connor Garland with 3 points. Van Michael, okay, I'm out. Glad I found this channel. For sure, I'll come back here frequently. Thanks for the awesome stream. Thanks for stopping by, Van Michael. It was awesome having you. Milan, just finished school too. Perfectly timed. Gary Wiseman, great stream, boys and girls. Gary Wiseman, good job from Garland. Gary Wiseman says, peace out. Demo, let's go. Welcome, Demo. Thanks for stopping by. Dave, Hughes 43, scores 43. Major Tau, Gary with the cheers. Hachiko, holy S, the Sharks are beating the Kraken 7-5 as we speak. Calvin, later, everyone who showed up. Dobby. You'll love to see Dobby in the chat. That's the Kraken. That's what the Kraken get for hiring. Oh, no. I won't finish that sentence. She's not the problem there. There's a whole lot of other problems there, Calvin, Charlie. Big Hog, Garland from 86 to 88 in Hub W. Matt, Canucks are 9-2 on the road. Yeah, it's absolutely not even, it's crazy. Let's not be sexist in chat. Yeah, I agree with that. I will not post anything. Yeah. If you're saying that girls shouldn't be playing hockey, then you can, I'm going to put one in the swear jar. You can fuck off. All right, Jacob, there you go. You're getting a nice old ban right now. Put you in timeout because I don't want that bullshit in my chat. There's 2 in the swear jar, but you're not going to say that kind of crap. It is sexist. You are being sexist. You are now banned. I don't usually ban people, Jacob, and I do appreciate you stopping by, but just shut the fuck up when it comes to talking about women that way. So you can be banned for 10 minutes. There you go, buddy. Congratulations. Making a bad mood at the end of the stream there, Jacob. Nice save, Russ. It's incredibly sexist. Thanks, Russ. Yeah. Okay. So now that we've banned him for a little bit. Yeah, Calvin, I know. I appreciate you and saying that, but it was probably a bad joke. And that's the problem, Calvin. You see that, then other people feel like, oh, I can say whatever I want. And then a guy like Jacob, who I appreciate stopping by and everything. But if you start saying stuff like that, like, don't. Like, they're not bad because they have a woman, right? Like, I got 4 sisters that would kick your ass for that, Jacob, just so you know. Oh, man, I'm just having to put all this money in the swear jar. Jacob got a free gifted membership to this channel and he pulls that crap. So I have now proven that you can be banned even if you're a member, if you say stupid shit in my chat. Oh my gosh. I guess that's, let's see. Let's go ahead and here we go. That's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 swear jars there for me, guys. Sorry. There it is. 5 in the swear jar. Canucks win. Okay, so I'm going to see if Dustin is back. Let's go on over here and check. I'm going to try and get Dustin on. See if he's back from picking up his kid. Because we did go to overtime, so that might have been enough time for him. And he is back, so Well, without taking too much time, I'm just going to make sure everything's set up properly here. Go like this here. The scoreboard up there and put the 0 on there and get rid of the talking points. Oh, no, I can leave the talking points up for now. But let's go ahead and get the beautiful, the wonderful, the great father picking up his kid from school, Mr. Dustin Boydell, back on the show. Welcome, brother.
We are back. Connor freaking Garland.
Yeah, 3-point night.
Ooh.
Isn't that wild?
Yes. What a game he had. That block to lead to Suter's goal was legendary.
Yeah, reminiscent of a Kirk McLean save, right? The double stack pad, and it turns into an assist. Like, is that the assist of the year so far?
Oh, it's got to be so far. Yeah. And if you ask him, I'm sure he'll say he meant to kick it right to Suter.
Yeah, exactly right. Just like every goal I ever scored was top shelf short side, right?
Absolutely.
So it got a little scary at the end there. Obviously, the Canucks were definitely being outplayed in that third period. Managed to hang on. And I think a big part of that, obviously, we talk about a lot. But Blankinen showed up tonight. What'd you see in his game tonight?
Oh, a huge save coming across on that one short side save there. Just solid goaltending as always. Doing everything he can to give his team a chance to get the win. Luckily, we were able to hold on and get the extra point in overtime. You don't mind giving a point back to an East Coast team because it's irrelevant in the standings, but obviously for morale and kind of game, just as team moving forward, you want to be able to hold on to that two goal lead. So definitely some things to work on, but great signs given the depleted lineup. I mean, overall, the defense played pretty good for most of the game, but this is something we've seen in the past with someone like Myers, who, when he has to play extended minutes, starts to make those mistakes that he hasn't been making recently. Right. And it's gonna happen kind of with a few of the guys. There's gonna be a domino effect with Hronek being out, obviously. So hopefully, it's not long term. But yeah, lots of positive things to build on given what we were icing for a lineup.
Yeah, I mean, and then you just your family's got to stick together, right? They're expansion cousins. We feel bad for them. We don't want them to have all their fans come out for this game in the cold and not get at least a point. So the Canucks were generous enough to give their expansion cousins a point there. And I mean, you look at it too, like the third goal that Buffalo scores, it deflects twice. Goes off Cousin, goes off Tuck's head into the net. They're laughing about it on the bench. It was hilarious.
Just a pinball goal.
Yeah, a little bit of luck there, but sometimes you create your own luck. And I think you can say, even though it was a lucky goal, Buffalo dominated in that period. What did they have? They had 18 shots in that third period to the Canucks 6.
Yeah, they fought hard to get that tie, and good on them. But also good on us and Garland. What a goal between the legs there to take the moment to think about that and not panic and rush and fall over and just tuck it between your legs, knowing you have a wide open net. Like that's a goal scorer's goal, and it was great to see him have a really strong game.
Yeah, another storyline, we don't usually talk a lot about the other team, but I did obviously Dylan Cousins taking a penalty and then throwing a hissy fit, taking another penalty in that box. So ends up putting his team on a 4-minute penalty kill. The Canucks end up scoring on that, but then Dylan Cousins actually ends up, I mean, they don't have him credited. They haven't credited Tuck. So maybe they are actually going to give it to Dylan Cousins, but I thought it went off Tuck, but it looks like Dylan Cousins is currently being credited with the 2 goals that came back to tie it. So shows a guy on the other side who's like, oh, I know I screwed up, and comes back and shows some effort.
Yeah. Well, and to be fair, like his hissy fit was kind of warranted, as that holding call he got was clearly a makeup call for the cross check that was called on Pettersson. So couple soft calls there that the refs probably regret making in the first place. But yeah, he did fight hard in the third to get the 2 goals for Buffalo.
What do you prefer? A makeup call, or like if the ref makes a bad call, do you want to see a makeup call? Or if it's a bad call, you just like, it is what it is, right? Some people make mistakes.
I would much rather see it is what it is, people make mistakes. I hate makeup calls because that's controlling the game and dictating the game. Just stick to the rule book and call it as the rules state. And mistakes are going to happen. There's mistakes on offsides and things like that. Like, it's natural human error. But if you stick to these certain guidelines, then you don't end up in situations where you have players getting upset at you. And, we're starting to see it with linesmen even now too. You saw first period there, you saw Bluger going at the one linesman because they're getting this ego that they can kick whoever they want out of the faceoffs, and it's drawing the play on for too long, and it's getting, frankly, kind of frustrating.
The Canucks controlled the play in that overtime for, I think it was 3 minutes in before Buffalo even touched the puck. Like, what amazing control they had winning that first faceoff. But it turns out, like, despite that, Buffalo ends up with 2 shots in that period. The Canucks are literally only credited with the 1 shot. So even though the Canucks had control, they couldn't get it to the front of the net. And overall, ends up with only 22 shots in the game. Despite the win, are you still feeling pretty concerned about the lack of shots from this Canucks lineup?
Absolutely. We talked about it in the first intermission. You just can't live this way. Because if you're not getting the shots on net, the other team is getting the shots on net. So you need to start finding a way. And there were a few times tonight where guys had open looks to get a shot on net, and they kind of double clutched and dumped it off to somebody, or tried to dump it off to somebody. PD on the 4-minute power on the second half of the 4-minute power play there had a glorious opportunity to shoot, and he double clutched and tried to find Garland. It almost went back on a shorthanded opportunity the other way. So we need to stop that. We need to be confident as shooters. There was another DeBrusque one I think I saw. Just shoot the puck. The puck is not going to go in the net if you don't get them towards the goalie. So we have to figure it out. And I liked Tocchet moving Besser up with Petey. If anyone is suffering from Miller's absence, it's going to be Besser. He's pretty neutralized offensively if he's playing down the lineup. And Sherwood can play with literally anybody.
Yeah, and I mean, you saw it, like the Canucks bench, despite the fact that this is the 3rd game of 4 nights, they actually had a really short bench there. It felt like in the 3rd period. Hoglander, I don't know, like, what did he even see in that 3rd period? Niels Hoglander saw 1 shift in the 3rd period that was 35 seconds long, and that was at the 10:10 mark. So halfway through the period, he got 1 shift. I don't think Ratu saw a lot either. Pulling up Ratu here. Ratu had 3 shifts in overtime. Yeah, he wasn't bad.
Yeah.
And then Max Sasson as well. Max Sasson actually saw the ice more than both Ratu and Niels Hoglander with 5 shifts. Overall, Max Sasson ended up with 10 minutes in playing time. Ratu was only at 8 minutes in playing time. And Hoglander, like I said, like, is this guy looking at maybe actually getting sent to the press box pretty quick here?
That or to another team.
Yeah.
When you only play 6 minutes in a game and it's that tight, you got to wonder if maybe there was some word from up top to sit him down because there's something in the works. Who knows? Because I'm sure that it's a fast-moving thing with Hronek and information, and the second they know whether it's long-term or short-term, something's going to be happening. We know Alvin loves to cook, so when you see numbers like that coming in, you start to raise your eyebrows a little bit that something might be going on.
No, I mean, the thing is, at this point, I believe the Canucks literally only have 12 forwards on the team, right? So right now, they couldn't even send him to the press box if they wanted, because they sent Baines down to bring up Mark Friedman. So that's not even an option. So you're right. If he is sitting, that might be a sign that there's a trade in the works. Canucks did come back a little bit in the faceoff circles. At one point during the game, they were down to about 35% winning. They finished the game at about 48%. PD actually looked really good in the faceoff dot tonight.
Yep, did a lot better than last game.
Canucks score on one of their power plays, end up 25%, 1 for 4 on the power play. And then the other one I wanted to ask you about was obvious, and I can't believe it took us this long into our chat to talk about it, but Quinn Hughes with his 20th assist of the season.
Yes, looking good. Ty Nedler, man, are we lucky to have him? Like, he he is just gets better and better every game.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Who knows what he'll end up at this season? Because like we're 21 games in. Or no, that's was this his their 21st game. So he's now got essentially he's almost an assisted game at this point. So like, are we would we be surprised if Quinn Hughes ends up with 80 plus assists this season?
No, I mean, he drives our offense from the back end. He's one of the only defense that do right now. So, yeah, he's just so good that it's hard to imagine him getting better than he was last year by taking home the Norris Trophy. But on the way he is right now, you got to be talking Hart Trophy, because through these struggles, when the Canucks make the playoffs come April, everyone's going to look back through this time where Miller was away, Hronek was hurt, and all these things. And it's like, okay, Quinn Hughes' first game without his D partner, Phil Hronek, puts up 3 points. Or 2 points, rather. 2 assists. 2 key assists.
Yeah.
You know, they aren't just like kind of second assists or whatever. They're setting up the play, quarterbacking the play, finding Besser finds Garland. Like he sees the puck so well, and we truly are lucky to have him. And I just think with the way he's playing, he's got to be up there for some more awards.
More hardware. He probably would have gotten what's the Lady Bing too if he wasn't such a goon. So they now have changed the Dylan Cousins. So they now have changed it to Tuck with the header, which you don't see very often in hockey. So the third star of the game ends up being Dylan Cousins. He almost ended up being the reason that his team lost. Come back, gets a goal and assist. Second star ends up being Besser with the 2 assists tonight. And then we all know who the first star was. That's that gargoyle Connor Garland with 2 goals and an assist. And then let's see, how many assists is he up to now? He's up to 13 assists in this season as well. And that was his 8th goal of the season. So he's sitting at, quick maths, 21 points so far this season. So he's at a point a game right now at the contract that he's at. He's finally earning that contract that a lot of people had a problem with early, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely. And we get 1 more year of him.
So let's change gears because we didn't get a chance to talk about it. So let's have a quick look at the Abbey Canucks.
Yes,
because
of course.
We're on a 4-game win streak. They play tonight, right? I believe they play tonight.
Yep. They play tonight against San Jose against the Barracuda.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you, by the way, for filling in while I was away, updating the chat on the Abbey Canucks. So 4-game win streak. Over that time, they've only allowed 4 goals against, while burying 16 goals for. So they are clicking on all cylinders right now. The play style, actually, I watched the 2 games back and the highlights and stuff, is kind of starting to look reminiscent of the 2011 Canucks. Just the way that Malhotra has designed the defensive structure and the way they attack off of mistakes is really starting to show. Malhotra obviously was a big part of our defensive strategies back on that 2011 team, and before his eye injury was huge in the faceoffs and that sort of thing. Obviously a rookie head coach coming in and trying to implement new styles and things and build a new system. And we saw some struggles and stumbles out of the gate, but it's really starting to show its benefit. And the team is just really, really working well together as a group. And our goaltending has been fantastic. It's hard to ask for much better than a 1 goal against per game average for your win streak. So,
and I'm just looking at the stat line from the Abbotsford Canucks right now, and you got Kudryavtsev now with the 3rd most points on the team, playing D, 10 points. He's got 2 goals and 8 assists. What have you been seeing from Mr. Kudryavtsev down there in Abbotsford on this streak?
I mean, he's starting to get comfortable at the AHL level, and he's looking just like he did last year in the OHL when he set that record for a defenseman. He's really finding his stride offensively. He's realizing that's more what his role is supposed to be, and he's pushing the play a little more. And it's been really good because our guys who are defensive are doing their job, and it's great. I mean, it's kind of been scoring by committee. Oman has been an assist machine. He is now up to 9 assists in 9 games played, and 1 goal to get to 10 points. We also have Klimovich and John Stevens leading the way with 12 points each. The difference being the Klim Reaper is now up to 8 goals on the season, and his shot has been absolutely lethal. On the power play, he has been the trigger man, and it is paying off. He has shown some great growth so far this season, and if the Canucks continue to struggle offensively, I would not be surprised to see his shot up on this team because he is really showing that he has a offensive touch and can find the right areas to get open and get that shot through. So yeah, he's been great, and obviously we talked about them hoping to continue the streak tonight in San Jose against the Barracuda, and we will update that bright and early Sunday morning.
9:30 a.m. the Canucks get started. That should be absolutely insane. We haven't broadcast that early ever, so
the onesie will be on for that one.
yeah, I was thinking maybe I just have like a thing of pancakes here while I'm eating, some maple syrup just to have that real Canadian look on it.
Yeah, exactly.
I did also see Jonathan Lechermack is now up to 6 goals down there in AHL. He's the second highest scoring player. So you think that because Lechermack already got his chance to have a little taste of the NHL, you feel like Klimovich would get the call up before Lechermack gets the second shot?
I think he's earning a look for sure. With everything he's doing exactly what the coaching staff wanted him to do, and he's showing so much growth that he definitely deserves a shot. So I would expect that call up in the next couple weeks. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. So the Canucks win 4-3 in overtime. Quinn Hughes gets his 20th assist of the season. Connor Garland with 3 points. Buffalo, we don't get to see them again until January, but it's always nice to beat your expansion cousins. The other thing I wanted to point out too, the Canucks once again had more hits than the other team again tonight. They had 24 hits to Buffalo's 18. So I don't know if we've seen a game this year where the Canucks got out hit. And that to me says that this team is getting all wound up and ready to go for the playoffs. Do you kind of agree with that?
I mean, yeah, you got Sherwood leading the way when it comes to the hits, right? And like he's got how many games now? I think 5 games with 10 hits. There's one other player in the NHL that has a game with 10 hits recorded in it this season. Like, what on earth did the Canucks score with this guy? How did Nashville let him go for the price they let him go for? It just blows my mind. And I heard something interesting about Sherwood this week on the Spit and Chicklets podcast. Did you know he's allergic to like everything?
No.
He wears surgical gloves under his hockey gloves. He can't get within 10 feet of a jar of peanut butter. He has like the strictest diet of anyone you could ever meet. And it goes right through to his hockey game with his discipline for training and everything. And you see it game in and game out with his hockey sense. He's turned it into a positive because I can't even imagine how difficult it would be to live like that and keep yourself strong and healthy enough to play in the NHL. So, I mean, it just makes me love the kid even more. And thank you, Nashville. That's all I can say about that. Like,
well, I think part of that might be you sometimes see these guys sign with another team and be like, look, Nashville, I'm going to show you why you were stupid. And he is doing that. And he's been doing that all year for us. So thank you very much, Nashville, for handing us Lankinen and Sherwood.
Yes. Just incredible scouting by the Canucks staff there.
Yeah. What do you see against Detroit coming up on Sunday morning?
I see a tough game. Detroit's been putting some good games together here the last week, starting to find some offense there. So Obviously, we need to keep them to the outside. They do have some speed, and DeBrincat and guys like that, Lucas Raymond and some good young talent. They're rebuilding, but on the up. So the Canucks are going to have to be on their toes. They're going to have to come out hard. I know it's going to be tough playing 9:30 a.m. our time. You obviously can't get your normal routine in, and things are kind of uncomfortable. But you know what? Sometimes it's better to play uncomfortable. And with the Canucks, it's on the road. So, I predict a win.
Yeah.
Can we just play the rest of the season on the road?
Yeah,
Because
9-2. I guess the one thing that is not too bad, and I mean, obviously Detroit has to play at 9:30 a.m. as well. I don't think Detroit plays many games in the morning.
no.
But the nice thing, obviously, this is going to be their fifth game of the road trip. They do have the day off tomorrow, so I guess they won't be skating or anything like that. But yeah, it's one of those things where you're gradually getting there too, right? Because Pittsburgh was a 4:30 game, today was a noon game, and then you got a 9:30 game. So it's not like they went from like a 7 o'clock game to a 8:30 a.m. game. So hopefully that kind of easing it into it. Be interesting to see if Detroit has a game like the day before or whatever, but I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, I think, Detroit does play back-to-back because I do believe they play tomorrow.
So what time? I'm just going to look this up right now. What time does Detroit play at tomorrow then?
Let me check.
I'll race
I
you.
think they do. I wasn't.
So Detroit
100%.
played today, so they won't play tomorrow.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They lost to New Jersey today, so their next game
Yeah.
will be so. But yeah, another noon game, so kind of the same situation. So the Red Wings and the Canucks are on the same circadian rhythm. So I mean, it should be a little more weird because obviously it's East Coast versus West Coast, but at least, like I said, the Canucks are kind of easing themselves into it.
Yeah, they've been in the Eastern time zone for long enough now that most of the guys should be acclimatized, and hopefully we can see a good game and we can push some shots, more shots to the net.
Be nice to get it up to 10-2 on the road.
Absolutely.
And the Canucks have one more game on the road trip, I believe, which is the Minnesota game, right? On Tuesday.
Yes.
And then a 2-day gap. And then, so we're both saying Thatcher Demko gets on Friday, December the 6th. And we got Minnesota, like I said, on the Tuesday at 5 p.m. So a little bit earlier game as well, but there'll be a nice big gap because they're playing at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday.
Exactly.
Cool. Well, welcome back. Thanks again for the 10 gifted subs. That's very generous of you, brother. A lot of people are excited to be able to use all these crazy emojis that we have ready to go. So any last words for chat before I let you go, brother?
Oh, just happy to be back. Enjoy the gifted memberships. Just keep doing what we're doing. Love to be here. Love what you're doing, Russ. And have a great weekend, everybody. And we'll talk to you Sunday morning.
Take it easy, brother. There it is, Dustin Boydell, the legend. Showing up after his trip to Vegas, just like dropping 10 gifted subs to start, coming in, giving his regular amazing analysis. Whew. I think I might be a little hoarse. I've been yelling. Hopefully I don't get any noise complaint from the neighbors. But they can't really complain because they play loud techno music at all hours of the day. So it's one of those things. We're holding each other hostage, I guess. Major Tao, I am soft when others are hard and hard when others are soft. Ha ha ha. I missed something there, I think, Major. Big Hug says, cool. And then Calvin says, pause, Major, laugh out loud. And Major's laughing away. KJ, I'm rock hard at all times. Shout out to Blue Chew. Yep. You guys have some weird conversations and I'm not paying attention. I already know, KJ. And then Calvin's like, okay, Charlie Sheen. And then Big Hogs puts an egg. And what is that? Is that a plant? Eggplant. Oh, so it's a different kind of eggplant. KJ, Charlie Sheen is crazy, though. Tiger blood in the chat. Winning. KJ, so how about that Celebrities kid? What a tank. So, Celebrini. Yeah, Celebrini. I wonder how many goals he had tonight. Chica was saying that there was a big lopsided thing happening. Big Hog. Get it? Because eggplant equals eggplant. Yep, I got it now. It took me a minute. Sometimes I'm a little bit slow. B-Dog, call it consistent through. Yeah. So B-Dog agrees with Dustin. Just call it consistent through. Dusty is spot on, but somehow it's not really just the call. But somehow it's not really just a call by the rules. Yeah, because mistakes happen. But KJ can't wait till him and Connor come home. Yep. For real, KJ. Conversation, Hughes is better than McDavid. I'll take that. That's a hot take, and I will take that one. Calvin, that's a super hot take. KJ, he's better defensively. Yep, as he should be. Cam Neely used to be a Canuck. Yep. We traded him away for Peterson. I think the guy whose name was Peterson. And if you don't know who Peterson is, that's because he didn't play very long. Mike Torrance says, thanks, Russ and the mods. You're very welcome, Mike Torrance. It's always nice to have you stopping by. We appreciate you coming and supporting the channel. It's always good to see all you beautiful people stopping by to say hello. Let's see. Conversation. Hey, he takes over the game in a way that only McDavid and McKinnon can. Yep. You're absolutely right on that, Conversation. Thanks for stopping by the way. I haven't seen you in a while, so hello, Conversation. Good to have you. Big Hog Hockey sign, Lanky long term. And KJ's like, definitely re-sign Lanky if he isn't too expensive. KJ says, I have a feeling he's getting paid. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, you might see him end up getting a fat paycheck as a result of playing so well. It is a smaller sample size. Like, we're only 20 some games into this season, but he is playing very well. I think he's got 9 wins on the road, right? So, B-Dog, yep, Hughes does dance the blue line. Major Tau, yeah, Blanky is a great backup. Trade Shelovs for D-men. Shelovs will end up going down to the AHL. We won't be trading Shelovs. They have some high hopes for that man because he's got that dog in him. Conversation, Lankinen wants a real contract and he'll probably get it. Yeah, you're right. Because there's a lot of teams that would love to have Lankinen. Mike Torrance, 2.5 to 3.3 next year. So making the prediction. Calvin, but how long and for what price? KJ, agreed. Tau, trade Shelovs for a good D-man. I don't know if you could get much for Shelovs at this point. And I was listening to the Sportsnet 650 the other day, and they were talking about the fact that the goalies in the league don't generally get you much in trades. So Major Tau, Drew Doughty used to be pretty good offensively, but he's not like Hughes. No. Major Tau's like, peace. Then Major Tau asks, Conversation, yeah, how much you figure blanks get? And then Jay saying, New York inquired about JT Miller. Yeah, I mean, they did, but I don't think that there's a chance that the Canucks trade JT Miller at this point. They'd have to get one heck of a package to get. Because at this point, if New York is reaching out, that means that they're coming from a spot of weakness, Jay. So we would demand something that's unreasonable, and I don't think New York would be wanting to do that. Mike Torrance, we could keep him for 2.5. KJ says JT isn't going anywhere. He bought a house in West Van. We can try. Fingers crossed. Major, yeah, JT Miller. Yeah, Jay Miller used to play for the Rangers, right? Yeah, he did. And then KJ's knocking on wood. And Major's piece into Mike. Calvin, Charlie, pay Shelovs 1.7 for 2 years, and you pay Kevin 2.5 for how many years? Conversation, when is Jiricek trade coming down? That's a rumor that's been floating around. So apparently the price on Jiricek might be dropping with how bad Columbus is playing. So we'll see. But Columbus is coming to town. They're coming to town on Friday, December the 6th. So you never know. Maybe it happens around the same time as that. Mike Torrance, he's under 900,000 right now. I know. It's probably one of the best money value contracts in the NHL right now. Major Tau, cap will go up next year. And yeah, that is crazy. He's making under 900K. Calvin, Charlie, for a fringe goalie, I think that's paying him too much unless we get him for 3 or 4 year price. Nashville and Boston, thank you. Calvin, need Russ to put up the highlights thingy. Calvin, Charlie, 3%, then my phone is dead. Major Towels just happy to see Dusty. KJ's laughing. Calvin saying, really good stream. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you saving the day last night. Giving me the heads up that I'd put it in wrong. So I appreciate you, Calvin, for getting me on track and getting it to a noon game rather than a midnight game. Hachiko, it's only 3:15 and hockey is already over. It feels weird. Yes, it really does. Calvin agrees. It does feel weird. KJ's going to go play some chell. Calvin feels like back in the day when we get out of school, laugh out loud. Well, for me anyways. Calvin says, you on 25, KJ? I'm on 24. And KJ says, I got 25 last week. Calvin says, nice. How does it play? And KJ's like, just like 24. Some new skating. You can do stupid skating moves on 24 if you just take the R2 button. Yeah. You just tap it and you do it. Just tap that R2 button and you do weird stuff. KJ, oh well, then it's the same. And then Big Hog, NHL 25 cover is a massive W. Yeah. If there was any reason I'm buying NHL 25, it would be for the cover. But I also wouldn't be buying a physical copy. I would be downloading it on PlayStation, so I wouldn't even get the cover. But it is great to see Quinn Hughes on the cover with his brothers. Yeah. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Had a really fun stream. Got a bunch of subs. Kicked one person out. I wonder if Jacob has now unsubscribed because we went from 740 to 739. Got upset that we called him out for being sexist and didn't think he was being sexist. But you know what? It is what it is. Edmonton's different. Edmonton's different. KJ saying true. Love seeing Huggy on the cover. I should have bought the physical game. Yeah, but nobody does that these days. I think I have NHL 20. What do I have? Do I have NHL 24? Maybe I have NHL 23. I can't even remember. I don't buy it every year anymore like I used to. But yeah. Vancouver 4, Buffalo 3. Canucks defeat the Sabres. I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. And I appreciate every single one of you for stopping by. All you beautiful subscribers, all you beautiful members. We're having so much fun doing these games. We're going to be live again Sunday morning, 9:30 a.m. for Detroit versus Vancouver. As I mentioned, we are going to be having the legendary Canuck Clay come on during the second intermission. We're going to have Dustin on for his usual Rusty and Dusty spot on the first intermission, as well for the post-game show. So 9:30 a.m. we'll be live at about 9:10. I'll have to set my alarm. That's going to be an early one. That's even earlier than I start work as a bartender. Like, I'm starting streaming earlier than I start as a bartender, and that's wild. So, again, thank you all, beautiful people, for stopping by and spending this early afternoon with me and Dobby and my wife when she walked in. And I appreciate every single one of you. And as I like to say to you beautiful people at the end of every single stream, make good choices.